and welcome everyone to this week's episode of our Good Society game upon the Hexhamshire Moors. And we are very excited to be here, including Simon's evil twin, who is being a mute placeholder for Simon until he arrives and usurps his evil twin's reign. But for everyone else, let's say who we are and who we're playing. I am Lindy. I'll be playing Countess Violet Braselton, who has a baby now. This is going to be the baby tonight instead of the octopus, because easier to bundle. And actually pretty baby length. So yes, this is Justinian Cassius Achilles Braselton, and you shan't forget it. Someone who you also shan't forget is Yutsai. Yutsai, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well. Hello, I'm Yutsai. I play Charles Way, beloved father, brother, blooming opportunist. Wait, did I say opportunist? I meant careerist. Though they may change, I guess. There's still time. But yes, I'm looking forward to continuing the cycle, as it were.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I have questions.
Someone who loves cycles is Nugatosaurus. How are you?
As a matter of fact, don't love those. But
there's all kinds of cycles: unicycles, bicycles.
That's fair.
Penny farthings.
Other cycles that I'm almost said, but stopped myself from saying.
I heard it though. I heard you say it in my mind.
Yeah.
How are you?
Oh Lord, I'm great. I'm Nugget. I'm playing Harriet Altringham, Hattie. She shoots guns real well, and things are happening that I'm very concerned about. So we'll see what happens there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Things that I'm very concerned about include our dungeon master, known as the facilitator for this game. Trooper, how are you?
I'm great. You should be concerned. Be concerned. Be very concerned. Or don't be concerned at all. Like, you know why you should be concerned? Guess what I bought, and it came in the mail today.
Oh, there's a lot of things that I can be concerned about. Is it a new outfit for a new game thing?
A monocle.
Oh, I actually already own a monocle, and it's a prescription monocle.
Is it goggles?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I have a prescription monocle. It's over there. Because I was like, in this outfit, I might need a monocle. They're very practical. Yes. Did I get pieces, costume pieces for our one-shot on Friday? Yes, I did.
Trooper, I said we were going to do something that didn't involve us having to buy anything.
I know, but they were spiky shoulder pads. And I just felt like I really needed spiky shoulder pads.
That's kind of fair, though. I don't think I would be able to resist spiky shoulder pads either.
Yeah, they're just like epaulettes, but they're spiky.
Okay, all right.
I got like a 5-pound bag of Pez. That's what I got.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ran out of the old Pez, and so I needed new Pez. And so I feel like I'll have a lot of sugar in my system for a game today, which is why you should be afraid.
Oh, no.
Pez. I'm happy to be here. I suppose I'll just say I'm happy to be here. I'm happy for we are moving into this is our 4th cycle, is it not? Yes. And
sounds right.
I do have to say something terrible though. This is the pre-penultimate episode. We have this one and 2 more, which seems inappropriate to me. But, we'll see how it goes. That's me. Can I start?
Yeah.
Did you introduce yourself?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I always start with myself.
Nice. All right. I am facilitating, and I think we should maybe discuss slightly what happened the last time around. The last time around, we started our cycle, which was 6 years in the future. We're now in 1821. And there's been a lot of sort of shifts and changes. Oh, gosh. The Chumleys, we'll just call them that for now, learned that their father was alive, actually. But was old and ended up dying. They also learned that he had been, when young Jennifer ran away the first time, that she was staying with him in the secret passageways of these buildings. There's a whole treasure trove worth of details of information which Charles now has at his disposal from his father. We learned that Hattie did something that ruined everything. What have you done? You have ruined everything. We also found a bit of a letter being like, oh, so apparently she did not die in that boat tragedy after all. Interesting. And we're like, who's that from? What's that about? A mysterious old general, old, so therefore probably going to die, showed up, observed the shooting match, took notes, and left. Staying out with our good dear Lord Edmund Gills, because he's the best. Everybody knows it. And let's see. Ooh, we know that our dear Roland is going to have to buy a commission and go serve in the military because poor people are really upset right now and they need to be shot by militias. So, and they need somebody to run that. Speaking of which, our Hattie's like, ooh, don't like that. She's been running an orphanage. She's been doing a lot of work, making a name for herself outside of Barden Mill. Yep. And then also, our good Charles has set in motion his plot to make sure that Rekha Chandra, who's on her way here, who's probably here already, will have a Chumley to take down and not realize that he himself is that Chumley, sort of, kind of, you know, in a way. And we have a really great moment between our married couple, Roland and Violet, that was all happiness until, you know, he has to go serve. But I believe that's most of it. I'm thinking, is that right? Is that right? Did I get
Yes.
everything?
I think so.
I feel like I'm missing one thing.
Could be, but I can't think of it if you are.
Oh no, I got it all. I got it all in the shooting. Yes. So
Yes.
we then need to pick up with our Simon will be here, but he's not here at the moment. But we need to pick up with our reputation phase. We need to see how all this activity has impacted the reputations of those we care about so very much. If we could, with this moment, let us begin with Charles. Charles,
Hello,
Yutsai, tell me.
Yes.
How do you think your reputation fared?
I know it suffered. We'll see if anything good happened, though.
Mm.
So going down the list here, positive tags. If I acted in a service or duty or morality in a way that compromised my desires. I'm pretty sure Charles just kind of did what he wanted.
Fair.
Acted in obedience to society's conventions despite considerable hardship in doing so. Can I argue that me putting together this convoluted romance plan is in society's conventions? I can't just like ask the lady out.
See, you are a man. You could though.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, she'd have. Oh, that's a little bit tricky because you need to have like introductions, and there's a whole sort of like situation.
They've already
there.
been introduced, though.
Fair.
Introductions applies if you don't know the lady.
Yes, true. I think not yet. Perhaps, but I think not yet.
Secured a personal invitation from someone of higher social status than yourself. I don't think that applies. Really, the only one of higher social status is arguably Violet, and she's a bit busy.
I would say you did get invited personally to the shooting match. You weren't
true.
You weren't one of the people. Yeah, you weren't one
showed
of the
up
people
uninvited.
That just showed up. Yeah.
Yes.
You weren't the Jills. You were.
Yes.
Yes, you were invited.
I wasn't one of the Jills.
You weren't one of the Jills who just showed up.
Yes.
Okay. Well, all right. Then I did succeed in getting a positive tag. So, I mean, we're on friendly terms. So I guess that's why it just kind of like passed over me. It's like, of course I was invited.
Yes. She's the countess of this place. That's good.
Yeah, but before that, she's Violet.
Well, but that's not what the people of the town think, you know.
Of course. So what kind of positive
Your
tag can I
half
get
sister.
out of? Yes, though we don't usually talk about that.
No, we
except
don't.
This
We
is
for-
don't
correct.
bring it up very often.
I mean, we lived our lives so long without being siblings.
Yeah.
It seems odd to change it now.
It
Perhaps
do-
if we
it
have
would. Yes.
time in our twilight years.
So
Perhaps
what
if
tag do you get
Things
from this?
needed
Do
to
you think?
happen.
I mean, friendly seems to be a
Oh yes,
bit of a
I
safe
like that.
generic one.
Also, just watch out because I'm going to hit all of your tags today.
Okay.
Maybe.
Or friendly or good company would also work, I think.
Oh, that's also a
Ooh.
good one.
I like good company.
Yes, I like that too. Yes.
Now, as for negative tags, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure something happened. Activated contravention of society's conventions, acted on desire in a way that compromised your duty and morality, or acted in an uncouth, low class, or vulgar manner. I think I hit all of those by
You have to
just
explain that.
right by
Oh,
With
just
the X.
nonchalantly
Oh,
doing
yeah.
a Lizzie Borden in my house.
yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Which tag would you like to get for your?
Can we name it Axe Happy?
That's a
Because
little specific.
unpredictable.
Right. Oh,
That's
go ahead.
good. I was gonna say erratic.
Erratic's a good one. Right now I have
Mhm.
delusional and heartless, and I think while delusional is kind of like erratic, I think they're different enough that I feel
Yeah.
we can get mileage out of both.
So
Uh,
please add erratic.
All right, and that does trigger a negative move
Oh,
here,
no.
It does.
which for the careerist
Mm-hmm.
is, as soon as I find it,
It's in your role.
yes, career peril. The future of your career is thrown into doubt, and you are temporarily demoted or suspended,
Mm.
or fracture. Someone close to you is appalled by your behavior and refuses to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
The only one I can think of for fracture would be the person who I've designated as a second pair of hands. So that doesn't really work because the second pair of hands is supposed to be stick with me wherever I
Yeah,
go.
that's right. That's right.
No one else that I can think of really applies. So I think honestly, given
Unless it's Hattie.
that is true.
You were kind of terrifying with that axe.
No, we talked through
Did we though?
it.
Did we
You
though?
threw it out the window.
We talked through it.
You threw it out the window and then we went into the walls and saw our supposedly dead father die.
Yes.
Well, when you put it like that. Though I honestly think career peril is a bit more fitting, but if you guys feel that fracture would be more interesting with Hattie as the person,
No, you do you. Just don't fuck up my business.
well, technically it's my business now.
Is it? Career peril says it may not be.
Temporarily.
Wasn't there someone who wanted to destroy the Chumleys?
Right.
Oh no.
Yes.
But yeah, I think I'll do career peril.
Great. Awesome. Yeah. So that's
do-
going to happen.
Yes. Actually, I have a rumor I want to use in conjunction with that to kind of help justify it.
Yes. So I know what this means. And it's going to be awesome until you can get rid of one of your negative tags to maybe get rid of that condition. But right now, we'll talk about temporarily demoted or suspended. I think, yeah, I got you.
Could I run my idea for the rumor by you now, or would you rather wait?
Ooh. Well, we should talk about it. I think you find that I feel like Rake has taken over the business.
My business or the Chumley
Yeah.
business? Oh, okay. I had a slightly different approach, but kind of the same way. Do you remember the oldest rumor we have active currently? And if not, we can flip to rumors and scandal on our play sheet. Sorry, not the oldest, the second oldest. I'm thinking that Violet, so long ago, when she agreed to lend the Chumley estate to the Troop of Actors, she filled out some paperwork to officiate it.
Yeah.
But perhaps the actors snuck in some paperwork that said like, "Oh, you're just giving us the estate." And when they left, Rake came across
you'd mean
those papers.
Anselm snuck in
Yes.
paperwork, right?
Anselm did, yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Selm either
That's
like
an
sold
Anselm
it
thing to
or
do.
it's somehow worked its way
Yep.
into Reka's hands.
So basically, you're going to lose the estate
Pretty much.
temporarily. Yeah, I love it. So that, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's okay, sister. I got this.
Listen.
So we know that's
Listen.
okay.
So does that mean you're homeless?
May I?
Oh, no.
May I? Oh.
It's okay. There's a
Wait.
ship out in the docks I can stay in.
No. We do get to have an epistolary. I've got the letter. I get to go first. I'm just going
okay.
to say it. I'm going first that epistolary. It'll be great.
No. He called dibs.
It's gonna be an invitation to a dinner party at the Chumley estate, but that is not yours anymore, because there's some paperwork has happened, and some things have been bought up.
That will be a fun scene when we get to it.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to look for how quickly I can get rid of my negative reputation tags.
Yep, and I think it'll be Reka who'll be inviting you all to dinner at her new place.
Ooh.
No.
Oh.
Because she's been working on, buying these pieces up. And so you'll have lost some temporarily.
Guess you'll have to marry in and get the estate back.
We'll see.
I could be a trophy husband.
You could be. We have then we'd have 2 trophy husbands.
This could be the campaign
I'd
of
be in
trophy
good
husbands, and I'm
company.
here for that.
Speaking of trophy husbands, how did Violet do?
Okay, peerage. Let's look at the reputation criteria.
Yes, please.
Let's look at negative tags first. I feel like just going through that.
Sure.
Let's do mix it up, go in reverse order,
Yeah.
Gain a negative tag if you acted in contravention of society's conventions. No. I don't believe so.
Not yet.
Not yet. Acted on a desire in a way that compromised your duty or morality. I don't think so.
I know it's all about whether or not you send your husband away.
Which she is.
Yep.
Allowed others of lesser rank to talk down to you or treat you as an inferior. No.
No.
So I don't think I gained any negative tags.
Gain
A positive tag if you acted in the service of duty or morality in a way that compromised your desires. I don't want to send my husband away.
but you're gonna.
I am.
Yeah. That I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair.
Don't want to, but I'm going
Yeah.
to do so. She thought real hard about just not doing it. It was very much a but she's gonna do it. Acted in obedience to society's conventions despite considerable hardship in doing so. Sending my husband away. I feel like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Made a sacrifice or desired your desires to uphold the superiority of rank. Same thing. I'm sending my husband away. It's all check.
Absolutely. So what tag are we going to get from that, do you think?
That's a great question. Let me look at my sheet. At the
Ooh.
root.
You got good character, good organizer, patient.
I do.
Patriotic.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. I
That would
like
work.
that.
Because it is for for king and country.
Yes.
Yep, patriotic.
Speaking about people who are super patriotic and love for their would be really happy to send their husband away. Nugget, let's
Listen, I never want Leslie to leave, okay? Every time he leaves, he gets injured. So
Oh God, don't tell me that.
Oh.
it's happened every time. Hattie would
that doesn't
obviously
happen
never
for-
say that to Violet. Would never, ever.
Oh, Roland.
Although
Justinian needs to grow up with a father.
Well, does he?
How do you think how do you think she's been doing? Our good old after the father, the axe murder, the desperate writing of letters.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with the positives because it's gonna go real quick because I don't think I got any. Acted in service, in the service of duty or morality in a way that compromised your desires. No,
I
I
mean,
don't think so.
You did come after me even though I had an axe.
That's
that-
true,
But you are
I,
family, and
Yeah,
family
that's
is
your
expected
duty
to
as
handle its own
family.
thing.
Even if you were fearing for your safety.
I don't think she was fearing for her safety though.
If you were fearing for my safety.
I don't know if it compromised her desires, though.
Yeah,
Right?
because Hattie still would have wanted to help.
Yeah.
And she wasn't really apprehensive until the servants were like, he's crazy.
I mean,
Yeah.
a little delusional. I mean,
So acted in obedience to society's conventions despite considerable hardship in doing so. I don't think so.
Mhm.
Made a sacrifice or denied your desires to uphold the superiority of your rank. Again, I don't think I've done that.
Okay.
However, well, the negative tags.
I'm ready.
Acted in contravention of society's conventions. Yeah, I whipped all those guys' asses.
You did. You did. You did.
Good
Geez.
shot.
That was
Yes.
a fantastic shot.
That's a
Acted
good
on
tag.
desire in a way that compromised your duty or morality. Not that I can think of.
Mhm.
Allowed others of lesser rank to talk down to you or treat you as an inferior. Again, I don't think so. The only thing that might apply is when the general was kind of shady, but there
Mhm.
was nothing like
Nothing
solid.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, he's also a high-ranking noble, as they all are anyway.
Exactly.
So you do get to get a negative tag back.
Yeah. Which this has been like the third time where I've had 3, gotten rid of 1, and then immediately gained 1 back.
I think it should be called sharpshooter.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm taking that. I love that.
Now, just to double check, you can, of course, take bad example as your negative reputation or unwanted presence. Your family members reject your advice, support, and affection for unwanted presence or bad example. A family member follows your poor example, throws care, the reputation to the wind.
I will keep with bad example.
Great. Yutsai, just remember, a family member will follow her poor example and throws care for their reputation to the wind. That might be you. Could, who knows? Could be your children.
No.
Could be anything, really. I'll just note it. Thank you very much for that. This leads us to our next phase, which is the phase that I feel like we may have been waiting for. Rumors and scandal.
Ooh.
Yes. It is time for rumors and scandal. One of my favorite times. When we get to go around and we get to create or spread a rumor, and we both get to do 2. And we will do that now. Oi. How's it going?
Oh, same old, same old.
Yeah.
Been a bit of a wild week.
It's been wild, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
So much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even know what to say.
Has.
Wait, did you hear something?
I've definitely heard something.
Oh.
I've definitely heard something.
What'd you
So
hear?
that Altrincham woman, right?
Yeah.
Hattie,
Mm.
Chumley, not Chumley anymore, I
Oh,
suppose.
yeah. Was it Chumley? Yeah.
Do you hear what she did at that tea party?
No.
What happened? What happened?
What'd she do?
What'd she do?
She took her husband's, firearm,
Yeah.
outshot all the men.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And then what?
I mean,
she killed somebody?
No, she didn't kill nobody. But my cousin was there, right?
Yeah.
As a
Because
servant,
it
works in the
works there.
Resident estate.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. Said he's never seen anyone shoot like that before, ever.
So she was
Really?
a good shot, is what you're saying.
A fantastic shot,
Well,
better than
that's-
all the men there, better than
Best shot
Lord
of town.
Altrincham, better than Altrincham, who's been in
In the wars?
battles in the wars.
Or-
I heard a couple of the other servants talking, right?
Yeah.
And they said,
Mhm.
all that time she spent in France, yeah?
Yeah.
Some of them said she was a sharpshooter for them.
What? She was wait, now hold
For the
on now.
French.
For the French?
For the
What?
French.
Wait,
Ooh.
wasn't she a kid back then?
Well, but
You got to train them young.
That's right.
You
That's
don't
right.
get skills like that starting when you're old.
Child soldiers.
Whoa.
Tragic.
Mm.
I don't even know. So Hattie was a sharpshooter for the French.
For the
For
French.
Napoleon.
Hey, for Napoleon. Yeah,
Wait a minute, though. Makes sense. But the thing is, if she were a sharpshooter for Napoleon, that means that French fella.
I was gonna say, you would have thought she would have married the Frenchman.
Oh no, but unless it's some sort of plot.
Oh. You
Right?
think they're just
And they
trying
got-
to marry up all the nobles in their town to take over in the name of France?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He come in after murdering the old lord and
Mhm.
marries Violet
What?
and
What
Addie.
if, what if Hattie's gonna kill somebody now? What if that's why she's here? That's why she came back?
Oh,
You think
maybe
she's gonna
that's right.
kill Lord Altrincham?
Could be Lord Altrincham, could be Lady Braselton, could be, any Lord Gilles, could be any of the nobles here.
Wait a minute. Both of these two people weren't nobles. They marry into noble families, but they're French. Seems like some
Right.
sort of plot to go and
Well,
undermine the British aristocracy.
She was born here though, so she's technically English, but she was raised in France.
Yeah,
Mm.
right. Ooh.
Can we trust her? That's
And
the
then that
question.
I don't think we
that
can.
Charles's daughter was raised in France too.
That's
Ooh.
right.
She hasn't been seen in years.
Ooh, she
She
hasn't been
hasn't.
seen. Do you
And
think
you know, I remember her.
Because she
She
came of
actually had.
age.
She actually had the French accent. She was the
Oh,
most
she
French
did?
of them all.
She did.
Maybe
What if
that's
she's
where she
working as a-
went.
Yeah, maybe she's getting a sharpshooter training, like some
Oh.
sort of Black Widow,
Oh,
like some sort of program right there. Because you know them over there, with the French, their
Oh,
sort of
yeah.
Black Widow program
they're
where they
French
Aye.
assassins.
French assassins. Ooh, yeah. So wait a minute, weren't there a general that was looking after her as well? Clearly, there's something going on with her. Some sort of sharpshooter assassin.
Maybe that's what he's investigating. That's why he's here, because he heard rumors about the French English assassin.
Oh, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm going to say maybe on a mission.
Aye.
All right. But somebody else hear something or want to spread something?
Just so scandalized by that last one.
Oh, I know, but that's the thing. She was so good. Makes sense. Makes sense, really, that she
You
might
can
be.
suspect her after all these years.
Well,
Out of character, because I want to be consistent with the lore of the game. Is Timothy out of jail, or am I making?
Yeah,
it
Oh,
this
for
person
Yeah,
instance?
yeah.
Okay.
Timothy is definitely out of jail.
Timothy is definitely out of jail.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I needed to
Absolutely.
bring in his cousin Timothy to fill in for him.
I know I have their names written down too. Bertha, Mary, Patrick, Timothy, and Jim. That's what I got. That's what I got.
Now, you listen up here.
Ooh, how you doing? You look a little bit thinner after all that time in prison.
I know it's a bloody good diet when you like. I thought I was pudging a bit, but I think it's just my body image issues,
Oh,
But
yeah.
Aye.
I mean, but when you can't eat a lot, then it's kind of like you can't do much about it, can you?
Right.
Don't you
course.
worry. I got like 10 stacks of garlic back home. I'll be
Oh.
right as rain in a
Ooh.
bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
have
all
some more
right
beer
then.
too. That'll help.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, that's
aye.
perfect
60
for you.
rolls.
All right, so, but did you hear?
Hmm.
Because when I was in the clink, I noticed a distinct lack of some folk, and I heard the rumor around
Well,
behind them bars is that Giles,
ooh,
he be taking out people and making them a wager. He be saying, if you can run from me before and last until the sun rises,
ooh.
you can earn your freedom early. He's
Like
out
like
there
he's hunting
hunting
them.
people.
Giles is hunting prisoners.
people.
Yeah. And he plays for keeps, is what I hear, because when he takes people out, they don't come back in, that's for sure.
Oh.
Ooh, wait a minute. You trying to say that they's not shipping people off to Australia at all? Because I heard they've been shipping people off to Australia. You're saying there's actually Lord Jules is just hunting them down and murdering them.
Like for sport, like the fox hunts, but instead of
That's
foxes,
what I
it's
hear.
people.
It's
That's what I-
people. Oh.
Oh,
Ooh. I
See,
had a
when I-
cousin.
Sinister.
I had a cousin that was sent to Australia, and I never heard back from him.
sent
what if
to
you-
Australia.
Yeah,
Maybe
what if
he's
he
not
were
actually
murdered?
in Australia. Maybe he's dead.
How would you know? It's the perfect crime.
Oh. No one's ever checking up on anybody in Australia.
I
That's
saw
right. I mean,
mine.
it's a whole different universe, Australia.
Yeah, I saw him mine me up. If I didn't stub my toe real bad the first night, it might have been me out there running
Might
for
have
my
taken
life.
you. Oh, that would have been bad.
He does go and do. You know what? Remember what he said? So it was like 10 years ago, something like that. He said he wouldn't kill a boar on a boar hunt. I hadn't seen no boars around here. Maybe that was a human being he killed, and not a boar at all.
Wait, did we eat
Ooh.
the boar though?
Aye, we did. It was
We
for the Mayfair
did.
Festival.
It was. Did you
What?
think we just had been cannibals then?
Maybe that's why the vampires came.
Ooh, that
Because
makes
we were
sense.
eating Lord Jill's hands, which were people and not Moors all
Invite them in our
along.
homes for desecrating the word of
Ooh,
God.
it's
We do.
terrible. It's terrible.
Never
It's
eaten
a
anything Lord
blasphemy.
Jill serves up again unless it's a
Ever.
vegetable.
Ever. Even
Worry
then,
about
it'd
that.
be a bit dangerous.
Ooh. Ooh, now what about you? Did you hear something?
Hey,
Yes?
I didn't really want to say anything, but I did
Well,
hear
you should.
something.
No, you
What did
have
you
Do
to.
tell. You got to
So
say
you know my
something.
sister works in the Brastleton Manor.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Does
yeah.
she now?
with my cousin, I
Oh, promotion!
That's
Congratulations.
very nice.
Well, she says there's something funny about the Brastleton boy.
oh
Oh,
The lad.
Like what?
Justinian.
Justinian. Cute as can be, adorable,
Yeah.
never cries.
Ooh.
Gets a little
That's
fussy,
strange.
you know,
Yeah, yeah.
but never full on bawling.
Ooh. That's
Now
strange.
that is strange.
That's
If
unnatural
I was named Justinian, I'd be crying all the time.
all the
What-
time. It's a
What do you
terrible
think it
name.
means?
I don't know, it could be like... You know, they said maybe Jesus never cried because he was, you know, great and
He's
all.
perfect.
But also, he could
Wait,
be
wait.
cursed, or he could be swapped with the Fae.
So he's either baby
be a
Jesus or
changeling.
he's cursed.
He's either
I-
highly blessed or swapped with a changeling. Those are my
But I
two.
thought that only ever happened over on the island.
We are right. We're gonna say there's something wrong with wee babe Brazelton
Something
Mhm.
mystic going on there, some magics and the like.
because he never cries.
Mm.
Ooh, that's so mysterious.
My bet's on changeling.
Could be changeling.
My sister's betting on blessed. She was said something about the beautiful baptism or something, but my bet's on changeling.
Yeah. You know, if I didn't have a record, I maybe suggest we go kidnap the lad to make sure he's
Oh
alright.
yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Aye, yeah, we could
But
take,
but
take a
currently
look.
I'm on probation, so I need to be
Aye.
careful.
Right.
Gotta stay clean. Aye.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what?
Should find
I'm
out things
gonna-
Faye don't like.
I think I'm gonna go right now and
Some cold iron.
I'm gonna spread a rumor.
Oh.
Yeah, yep. I'm gonna spread a rumor because I think this might be interesting. You know, here's the thing. I'm a little bit worried.
Oh,
About what?
Yeah. Well, heard about some sort of economic crisis,
Oh, dear.
right? Hey, you know, and Lady Altringham and all.
Mm-hmm.
She's been, giving away all sorts of money hand over fist to some sort of orphanage up, out of the way, and like quite a lot of money. And I heard some things about, her brother and all of that, and I just heard a lot of things. Don't feel pretty good what I've heard, and also people have been asking about her in town. So I heard that she'll lose everything. I'm going to spread that rumor, that fortune, that Addie will lose everything.
Oh no.
he's setting himself up. He's setting himself up.
Am I? Am I?
Oh no.
Since I went last, I get to go now first as we go round in reverse order.
Mm-hmm.
Double spread.
Yeah, I think that's all right. Good. Looking forward to an Irish NPC and offensive accents. That's what you need. You need a bit of offensive accent, right? That's important. I think that's important. I feel like it might be important to note something else I heard. Ooh, it's a bit weird, strange after all. You know what? I'm just going to go into. Ooh, I feel like I want to spread that skeletons found in the mine's trap, maybe for foul play. Feels like that might give us some
Ooh.
trouble.
Ooh.
Yeah. So look, here's what it is. I don't know if you heard about this. We had all this discussion of assassins and plots and all that. I feel like we got to go back to that idea of them skeletons just trapped in the mines after all. No, wait. Yeah, because we already got that other one about the estate. Already got that one used. Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's what I got to say. I don't know what to say about this, but I've been
Is that
thinking.
where Hattie's been dumping all the bodies?
Well, here's the thing. If she's an assassin for Napoleon,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
right? And if maybe she's in
Right.
league
Go
with
on.
that Roland. Because
That's
remember this,
Roland.
he were an actor, right? And he murdered somebody.
Aye,
They
he did.
clearly part of this thing together. I'm thinking, but there was definitely some sort of foul play in their mines, and people are using the mines to dump the bodies. And I bet it's them. I don't know for certain, but clearly we've got some sort of plot.
Some sort of plot. Terrible, terrible
Something's
plot.
going on.
Between Hattie
Awful,
and
the
Roland.
worst.
You know, I do remember distantly. Wasn't there a rumor that they were seeing each other?
Back at the May
Oh,
Festival when she did
there
that.
way
were
back
rumors.
when. Way back when.
Well,
There
you're back.
were a rumor.
Do you
They
think-
had that chemistry,
Do you think
didn't
they're
they?
still secretly together and just married other people?
Maybe
Other
Leslie's
people to
actually
make it less
Roland in
likely.
disguise. You know, you never see them in the same place at the same time.
Except for the
They're-
shooting. The other
The
day.
shooting.
Wait, really? Oh,
I
I must have missed it.
But they did both marry very prominent figures in our town.
It is.
Stole
And
away
all-
Lady Violet and Lord
And all
Altrincham.
that money that Lady Altringham's giving away, just draining that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think you might be right. I think there might be some
Mm.
foul play going here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you all ever consider we live in a very dangerous town?
Yep. Well, only if you're really old. We're still
Hey,
young.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
we're fine.
still got another 20
We're
years,
fine.
30 years.
Yeah,
in us.
we're all right.
Yeah.
So I want to know whose rumor is that? Is that yours, Charles? Well, sorry, Timothy.
Timothy? What? Who?
We got a rumor about them too? That's what I want to know.
Oh no, that was me. Like,
'Cause I'm
I was
just
actually
saying.
remembering. Like, didn't we have
'Cause
a
we
rumor
did.
way back
We
when?
did. We
No,
did.
I do have a rumor I want to create though.
Please.
I have
So-
one to spread.
You know, I hear murmurings because you know I have to go to the prison every now and then. Check in. It's like, hey, hands are clean, all that good stuff. But what is old man Chumley
Oh yeah.
was actually alive all this time?
No,
I know, right?
that's impossible.
He was
Exactly.
super dead.
But what if he ain't because he was hiding? Consider this. Old man Charles, actually alive all this time, keels over dead, looks like a corpse already. But Charles is young, vibrant, full of life.
Oh.
Mm.
I think there's something going on, like some kind of, like people don't just become rich out of nowhere. They usually have a secret or something. What if they have like, I don't know, like a fountain of youth somewhere around there, and they're like trying to fight each other for like control of it. And the old man Chumley had it for the longest time, but now Charles has finally pushed him out.
Oh yeah. Or what if there's some sort of like he was keeping old Papa Chumley imprisoned, to keep himself young. So like old Papa
Ooh,
Chumley was
Taking
agent
it
for
away
him.
from him. Yeah.
Mhm.
You think Charles could do something like that?
Well, I don't know.
Like
Maybe
some
he's got
kind of like energy vampire.
right.
Oh,
So,
he
like,
also spent some time in France. Strange
that's right,
things.
he did.
They've got those catacombs down there. All those
Mhm,
strange things.
mhm.
We haven't seen little Jenny in quite some time. What if she's nothing but a husk in some ditch somewhere?
What if they murdered her?
Oh,
That'd be terrible.
Charles has some mighty magics at his back, and you've seen his behavior. He's just right
He's a
weird.
little eccentric.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with that man.
Yeah.
Did you see
Charles
that
is-
axe that went out the window the other day?
Ooh, I saw that.
Oh,
Oh.
how could I miss it?
Nearly
sort
hit the
of.
gardener.
Supernatural abilities.
So is he just that careless for life, or did he know he wouldn't hit the gardener because he could see it?
Because he
somehow?
could see it. He saw. Oh.
Charles has got some sort of supernatural abilities. Oh, I like it.
Yes.
Well, it's
And-
funny
What?
that you mentioned little Jenny being dead in a ditch.
Yeah.
Because she hasn't been seen in a few years,
Yeah.
My cousin's husband's brother's nephew.
Oh yeah.
Lives in-
I know him, Rupert. Yeah.
Yes, Rupert. He lives in
Yeah.
London.
Wait,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
wasn't Otis? I thought it was Otis.
Oh, was it Otis?
No.
No.
I think you are right. It is
No,
Rupert.
Otis is his father. My
Mm.
cousin's brother. Not my cousin's
Right,
brother's
I
nephew.
got them
Yes,
swapped. It's
Aye.
Right, yes,
Rupert's
cousins rather,
Otis'
not
son.
brothers.
Yes, it's a lot to keep track of. I have a
Yeah,
very
but-
large
There's a
family.
lot of them.
But Rupert in London, and they said they saw someone who was the spitting image of Jennifer, but that
Oh, yeah?
she was. very injured. Like a
Very-
stab wound or something. There was like a knife fight in a back alley, I know. I don't know why I'm slipping in Australian, but we're here.
Fine.
Back from the colonies.
Back from the colonies, surprise!
Back to the colonies.
I
So,
heard that she
what you
might be
saying?
dead in a random gutter in London and no one.
what?
Or
Wait
they
a
do
minute.
know. She's
Says
not
here-
even an adult yet.
No. Are you saying that she's going to be taken away?
I'm saying we're never going to see her again. Because she's either doing her assassin training, which is probably
yeah.
very dangerous,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or she's just gotten mixed up with the wrong trouble and she's not going to make it to adulthood. She's going to die before then, before she can get back.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Well, let's just spread that rumor.
Mhm.
Let's do that. Yeah. Oh,
How could
yeah.
That's what Rupert
No.
told me.
That's what I heard. So now, Bertha.
Poor girl. Poor lass.
what about you?
so we were talking about Lord Giles, right? And
Yeah,
how
yeah.
he's taken those prisoners. I heard because I've heard rumors about that for some time, but I was like, no, Lord
Wait,
Giles. Was
I've not heard any
never-
rumors about that. I was
Have you not
over
heard
his-
any rumors about that?
Hey,
Well,
talking
no,
to
I
the
just
right
get his
people.
sausages. He sends me sausages when I go and I work over there.
Ooh,
You
I
know?
wouldn't
You
eat those
probably shouldn't.
sausages
I wouldn't eat
anymore.
those sausages anymore.
Probably people
Mm-mm.
sausages.
Probably people
Could be
sausage all this
people
time.
sausages.
Cannibalism this whole time.
This
How
whole
could
time.
you?
Maybe that's why you were sick a couple months back.
Probably
More
all
than likely.
started when we had that really bad winter. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Needed that resource. There's plenty of people around.
Oh, that's right. And didn't they always come up with food for everybody?
They did. They did.
Mm.
I bet I ate my cousin. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm just thinking about it. Go ahead.
No.
Go on.
Well, I heard that not only does he hunt the prisoners, but he's also a vampire hunter.
What?
What he does is he takes the prisoners and he lets them run, right? So the
Right.
vampires will chase him, and then he can
Ooh.
shoot the vampires and the people.
So
Ooh.
He
he's
gets
just
two for
a.
the price of one.
Oh my
Wait,
goodness.
do we cheer him for that, or are we?
I don't
angry?
know.
'Cause it's like both a good and a bad thing, right?
It's good because he's
Like,
getting
yeah.
rid of the vampires, but it's
Right,
bad
right.
because he's hunting people.
Right. Or is he just a really bad shot? So he's aiming for the vampires, but he kills the people
That
accidentally.
could be it.
Well, he didn't sound like a bad shot at the rifle range the other day. that they
No,
just
I did
had.
heard he was pretty good.
That's
Yeah, so maybe he's
true,
on
true.
purpose.
Wasn't
So-
awful.
I
Or
didn't
yes-
see it, but I also apparently missed Roland and Leslie being in the same place, so my
Ooh.
word here counts for nothing.
Would you like to spread that Jill's hunting prisoners? Or would you like to make a new one?
Spread. Can I spread and add a little bit to it?
Modify?
Absolutely,
Footnote?
you're all right.
I mean,
Footnote?
prisoners and vampires.
More outlandish rumors. I'm all clear for it.
All right then, done. Now, here's what I got to say. At this moment, we've got to go and fade out all those rumors. Got to get rid of them that have faded away. So, Gon is using the body for trial. It's done. Also, Gon, Roland will fight tooth and nail in the end, and in the end will be with Violet.
Well-
that fortune's faded.
I just want to check because Simon isn't here.
Well,
Do
he's
you wanna
not
keep-
here.
Do you want to
It's too
keep
bad.
it until since we did a
Well,
little catch up with Patty last time?
fair.
I'm not sure how you want to handle it.
Fair, that's fair. What I'll do is I'll cross it out like this to let us know, but it's going to go
That's fair.
Just-
That's fair. Unless he
Could be-
spreads it.
Mhm.
right. Unless he spreads it, it's gone. And I'm going to list them all out, which ones has gone away. So that one's gone.
Mhm.
Also, which one's gone now? Next, Jennifer Chumley will be taken away. That one's going to go. Violet will believe in love again. Apparently not. And also, Charles will never leave Barden. Will leave Barden Mill, never to return. Also, that one's faded out. But looks like we've got some rumors are going to start fading because they haven't been spread. Charles has got some sort of supernatural abilities that's going to start fading. What else has got nothing on it? Annie was a sharpshooter assassin for Napoleon, maybe on a mission. Going to start fading unless people use it. And also, there's something wrong with the wee babe Brastleton. Never cries. Fading. Right. You know what this means? Epistolary.
You called dibs.
I did.
A dibs has been called.
A dibs has been called. Now, I will note that you always say whenever I go first, bad things happen. So if you want to go first, you can. It's just
Now,
I've got
the
something.
rule of dibs should be upheld, I think.
Right. And
Dibs. It's an important
there
rule.
is some merit to going second, so you can try fixing up what's been mucked up.
All right. A letter arrives at the Chumley estate. Also with people.
Like lawyers.
Movers.
Oh, that's even worse. That means the lawyers have finished.
It's a service. There's probably a lawyer, someone going, oh, yes, well, seems my client owns this estate. Whoever's here will have to leave. And the letter is the bill of sale from a representative of this sort of acting troupe to Reka Chandra, who has bought the estate off of this troupe of actors who had the bill of ownership, and she has bought it off of them. So, our Miss Chandra owns this estate and shall be moving in shortly. You all will have to leave.
Are you sure this is your letter and not my nightmare?
Could be both. Could be both. Could be both.
Is this is this like a scene that we're doing, or are you just
No, it's just that's just the letter.
Okay.
That's the letter I've got.
Gotcha.
It arrives at the estate for you. For you. Yeah, that's mine.
I'm hoping she keeps the staff. At least. I mean, they know the property well. So
Yes, they do.
it's going to be hard to explain the giant hole in the wall.
Leading to the secret passage which leads to an office. You might want to get your important documents out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything with your name on it. Yeah.
So that is
All the
your
copies
first
of the will.
epistolary.
Yep. All the practicing of your handwriting up in the attic. You know,
Yeah.
it's definitely there. Who's next?
Stop gaslighting me, Dad.
Hey, it's how you spell love. If you're an old Chumley.
I believe
Mm-hmm.
I would like to write a letter.
Mm-hmm. You may write a letter, write a journal entry, describe a dream or nightmare,
Yes,
have a weather interlude, or you can pay a fortune token, resolve token,
Nightmare.
a resolve token to receive a letter.
Oh, I know I'm going to write a letter.
Please.
And it will be in response to the letter I received not terribly long ago from Percy, the third Duke of Northumberland.
Yes.
Yes, and my letter, I don't have a verbatim for what it says, but I'll give you the gist of it. It just,
Yes, of course.
I have received your letter, and understand the hardships our country is enduring at this moment in time. I'm gathering the accommodations, because that's what they're called, right? Accommodations. I'm gathering the accommodations and other things necessary to prepare my husband for service. And then say that he should be ready for whatever you require by this time, because you know these things take time, and
Yes. And you spend the money, of course, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because you have to buy the commission.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And these things take time, so it's not an instant thing. It's going to take a few months, I assume, to
Yes.
get everything ready. So,
Yeah.
but I let him know, and I added just a couple weeks of buffer time, for should there be any delays. I don't say that, but I have added it in a few weeks of buffer time for delays. But I send off that letter, letting him know that I have received his letter and that I am doing my duty as a noble.
Nice.
My husband's
So
going to
lovely.
step up to the plate.
Nice. Nice.
It's a simple letter, but I feel like the correspondence was, but should be had lest he think I ignore him.
I have a question for you.
Yes. So you don't want to not respond at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Would you
Yes.
like a resolve token
For what?
for that letter to not arrive?
No.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay, I'm just asking.
I mean, who would be spending this resolve token? That's what I
Oh.
want to know
Such
before I
a-
give my final no.
Such a good question.
It has to come from somewhere.
It does. I also have 3 of my own, just as a facilitator.
Oh, I see.
Yes, but the question is there someone else who's lovely? Hmm. Oh, we need to. Amelia Brown is the. Her relationship is Charity.
Yes.
Charity, manager. Sorry, I just that was it. That needs to be there. Let me see if there's anyone who's exciting. Well, it would be for me, but you say you don't want it.
I don't. Well, I want that letter to get there so the Duke
Fine.
knows, the very important Duke knows that I'm fulfilling my noble obligations.
Fine. All right. Who's next?
Weather interlude.
Ooh.
Oh,
I would like to invoke my delusional tag as well.
Ooh.
The
Okay.
weather interlude is at dawn for hopeful, which, given what I'm about to kind of hopefully paint out for you, kind of makes sense with what I'm going for. So it starts with Charles hefting a box of documents onto a table. And he's sweating. He is partially undressed because he's just been moving all the stuff all day. Hopefully, because it is hopeful, he's talked the people moving in to at least look over the contracts for the staff, so that, because it'd be rude to, they know the property so well and they do their work so well, and they have the previous owner's personal recommendation that they do good work, and Charles knows that it sucks to be thrown out of the place you've lived and worked all your life. So he's just kind of walking around. All his stuff is here. It's like a very cramped room, but there's like there's a shoddy table he's using as a desk.
Are you staying at an inn?
Getting there.
You know you have 2 half-sisters, right? You can
Right.
just stick-
This delusional will also take place here.
Okay.
Now it says monologue, so I'll throw in some words here as he kind of scrubs the table. I guess everyone starts somewhere. Even you did, Dad, he says, glancing at a box with his dad's secret documents he hasn't gone through entirely yet. No, this will be good. I've been tied down for too long, moored to one place, one point of my life, and sometimes you just have to go where the winds will take you, and maybe this will be good. I mean, now Reka has the Chumley stuff, so I guess she definitely doesn't know I'm a Chumley yet, so there's still hope there as well. No, this will be good. This will be good. If I work hard enough, I can imagine it. Retiring in Hexhamshire shores, Reka by my side, Jennifer coming back from all her adventures to a home that welcomes her and is here to protect her if she wants it, or if she just wants a place to sleep before heading out on the next big adventure. It's scary. It's definitely scary, all change is, but change changes you. And hopefully this change changes me for the better. And hopefully Hattie doesn't yell at me too much for making this decision, as we kind of like pan out of this like window, and then you suddenly see that like everything in the room is like moving back and forth, because Charles has decided, with one of the few possessions left by his father, one of the original older boats that like kind of stirred his father's love of sailing and the shipping trade. He thought it'd be very romantic, very like on point and inspiring if he just lived on his own still without taking any help, and just like put him and all his worldly possessions on a very old ship, docked out by the docks.
Probably docked in York if it's nearby.
Yep. Ooh, wow.
So that's that. I'm hoping delusional will apply there.
So this means that people are going to think ill of you because you have done something wild.
No, definitely.
Indeed. All right. Nugget.
Yes. So I would like to offer a resolve token to you to receive a letter from Dealer's Choice.
Dealer's choice.
Dealer's Choice.
You want a letter roulette? Woo.
Yes.
Okay. I have so many options right now, and all of them are so delicious. Yes, you may cross off delusional, because this being on a houseboat is going to do ill for you. So please do. All right, you will get a letter indeed. And I think the letter will arrive. And this letter is going to be, oh gosh, and I'm just thinking about your negative reputation condition right now, which I can bring in. And so sorry, I'm very excited for all of this right now. Reputation to the wind, right? Throwing reputation to the wind, one of your family members?
Yeah, basically, bad example.
Yeah. Yeah. You get a letter. It's very fancy. The paper is very expensive. It's gilt. And it's delivered by hand to you by a page.
Does this page have like any kind of insignia or signet or?
Suspiciously no, but their clothing is way too expensive. And just
Okay.
like, drops it off and heads out.
Okay. I will read it cautiously.
Your husband Leslie is out. You can see him outside playing with the children.
Mm-hmm.
Do you open it?
Yeah.
It's an invitation.
Okay. To where?
To the coronation.
Like the
The king.
the king's coronation?
Mhm.
Yes.
And is it specifically me, or is it like the Altrincham family?
Such an interesting question. It is not to the Altrincham family. No. It is specifically to you. Specifically,
Okay.
Harriet Fitzherbert.
Fitzherbert?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
It's gotten the
do I
wrong
recognize? Yeah, do I recognize that name?
How much do you know about gossip?
I would imagine Hattie is pretty
That would be a
in
resolve
on it.
token. That's what I think it would be.
Another one.
Mhm.
Okay.
Got them. You can spend.
Yeah,
them.
I've got 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll spend one for the letter and one for the gossip.
This is very secret. Very secret. But rumor has it that George, who is king, but will be crowned soon, was secretly married to a woman, a Fitzherbert.
Is this a Fitzherbert I'm thinking of?
And Maria Fitzherbert. It's not, nobody's saying out loud, but rumor
Yeah.
has it that he was married to a Catholic named Maria Fitzherbert. That is the rumor. And rumor has it that they got married in 1785. Illegally, rumor has it.
Yeah, and Hattie makes this connection, and that's the year Hattie was born.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. Okay.
All
Okay.
hail Princess Hattie.
No, fuck that noise. I think Hattie,
And I will note that this invitation seems to have come from the Fitzherbert family.
okay,
Go
so
visit them before the
yeah, so
coronation.
not the king
Mhm.
from.
Mhm.
Oh dear Lord. Okay.
Papa Chumley, what did you do?
Right. I think Hattie collapses. like doesn't pass out, but just kind of like sinks to the ground, kind of like what the hell is going on kind of reaction.
Mhm.
And then doesn't tell anybody. Not a soul. Just, tucks it away in the cleavage pocket and just
Mhm.
dear
Mhm.
Lord. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't regret my decision.
As well, you shouldn't. Remember, threats to the empire must be vanquished.
Taken care of. Yeah.
Who's next?
I have a terribly wonderful, awful idea for mine, but I'm
I'm here for
hoping since it's 9:30 that mayhaps Simon will appear any moment now and be present for this. So I would like
will
to go
defer?
last. Yes.
Indeed.
Because I might need Simon for it.
All right. Yutsai, do you have a letter, diary entry, weather interlude, dream or nightmare?
Not one super ready. I got like one formulating.
Then I have one.
All right.
Perfect.
I mean, this
Go
is
for it.
you let me do it, then I'm going to do it.
Yes.
Everyone
go for it.
here receives an invitation,
Oh.
including Charles, way on his boat.
Mm-hmm.
An invitation to a grand dinner at the Chumley estate, being held by Rekha Chandra. And I will note that Lord Chumley is also invited to this
He's
dinner.
super dead.
That's not what people think. And he has been invited, and that my understanding is that he's staying over at the Brazelton estate. So the invitation to Lord Chumley, well, Mr. Chumley, because he's not a lord, to Mr. Chumley also arrives at the...
Violet is very confused.
Yes.
Who is this? Why didn't Charles send this? Mr. Chumley's dead. Why is this coming here?
Yes. So the invitation to Mr. Chumley is arriving. He gets an invitation as
since he's dead, I'll open his mail and read it.
Yes. And it's an invitation to this dinner by Rekha Chandra, who now owns the estate that you had. So
Charles sold the estate.
So it's interesting. So yes, so she has the estate. Somebody new owns that estate, which might be the first time any of you all hear about it. Not Charles.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Also, Hattie, probably is also the first time she's heard about it. Somebody is now living in your estate, and she's inviting you all to a grand dinner, and she's looking forward to being.
I'm sorry. Did Mr. Chumley have any children that were his own?
Perhaps in a future year.
That's all. That's all.
At this point, no.
No.
Oh
no.
Oh, Mr. Chumley.
Yes.
Why were you so hell-bent on revenge?
Are you kidding? Think about everything that was taken from him.
Yeah. He didn't even have kids.
He had one, and then it was stolen from him by your father.
Oh, that wasn't his kid, though. That's just a...
It was his kid until it turns out it wasn't. Now he's very bitter about it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, you know, That one's understandable, but ish. But I mean, that's more like you should be angry and not the kid. Anyways. Yeah. Mr. Chumley, did you have any children that were your own?
Could I cut off Hattie and explain to her the convoluted mess that I've created?
That feels like a thing you'll have to do. Maybe in a letter.
Oh, we're not doing the dinner party
Nope.
now. It's
Nope,
being
this
set
is
up
just
for
our
later.
invitation. This is the letter.
This is the invitation. This is my
This
letter. Is the
Trevor's
invitation.
letter for this. Is we all get a letter.
All of you get a letter, every single one of you, letting you know that the Chumley estate is now owned by Rekha Chandra and that she's throwing a party. And one of those invitations goes to Mr. Chumley, the elder, Papa Chumley.
Definitely have words. Definitely have words.
Hattie.
Yeah, like what?
It's not serious. I got it handled.
Sure. We'll have words. It's fine.
Oh, no, when you say it's fine, it's not fine. It means you're disappointed in me.
I mean, you're not wrong. I would like to do a weather interlude for my epistolary. So it is after I've received the invitation for the coronation.
Yeah.
But before I receive that invitation, so it's the four of us, right? It's me, Leslie, Samuel, and
Oscar.
Thank you. Could not remember my other son's name.
Okay, I know your kids'
awkward.
names.
Thank you. Yeah, very awkward. We are in London.
Nice.
Having a just like an extended week trip kind of to the city, just to kind of get away from all of the crazy that's happening in Hexhamshire.
Yes, of course.
It's a kind of an overcast day, not really raining, but it's always kind of like that threat of rain. The boys are at there's if I remember correctly, there's like a royal museum in London. The boys are there. They're, touring that. Hattie stayed
You
home.
have two boys. Isn't that interesting? Go on.
Oh no.
He's like, when you put it like that.
When you put it like that. Yeah.
Did I tell you, side note, that King George IV's only child that we know of officially, with his wife who he's treating very poorly, died recently, leaving him with no heirs.
Yeah.
How tragic.
So tragic.
Go on. Princess Charlotte, she died.
Yeah. Hattie is at they're staying at I'm assuming they have like a city house.
A townhouse.
Yeah. And she is kind of pacing nervously across the the front foyer of this place. She paces and then stops in front of the door with her hand on the handle, shakes her head and starts pacing again. And this goes on for a solid while before one of the servants finds her. And she's like, oh no, just, waiting for someone who I thought was going to stop by, and then just goes and sits down kind of thing. And that's it. That's just her trying to figure out what to do and pacing in front of the door and trying to decide what to do. And it's cloudy. It's that threat of rain, that impending storm kind of vibe. Yeah. And that's that.
I'll just note, if you're in London, you'll note there's a lot of upheaval. A lot of upheaval. There is, for example, all these quotes of the Queen Caroline, including a quote that says, all classes will ever find in me a sincere friend to their liberties and a zealous advocate of their rights. And also, a government cannot stop the march of intellect any more than they can arrest the motion of the tides, the course of the planets. And so our Queen Caroline is sort of being championed by a number of sort of working class and radicals who are not happy with the government. A lot of discussion about the death of Princess Charlotte and there not being any heirs. Also that the king wouldn't let his wife see her when she was dying, and that he still has not seen his wife, the queen. And there's a lot of like instability right now about all of this.
Yeah.
Who knows what would happen if things became more unstable? Yes, go ahead.
Yep, that's not terrifying at all.
I believe Yutsai, it is you,
Yes.
is it not?
Yes, I'm writing a letter to my sister.
Oh,
Dear Hattie, I can explain. Period. You may have heard many things about me and the changing forthcoming events. Many of them are true. Please do not be alarmed. Period. I am... The modern term is crushing so hard right now. No, I am deeply infatuated with an old acquaintance you would know as, and Reika, what is her last name? Chandra, which is weird because I actually know Reika in real life, so I keep like jumping to her last name, and it's like, nope, not the same person. Reika Chandra. She has come into possession a legitimate bill of sale from our estate back in the days when we were just arriving back in Barden's Mill. However, I have our business's lawyers taking a look at and contesting the legitimacy of this sale.
Just marry into it, you'll get
it. Noted. And that is to explain, because I did just lose a negative label, so technically the negative ability goes away. But I do like the fact that he got kicked out of his house, and Rega is now like a problem as well as something that Charles wants to pursue. Please be assured I have everything under control. Yes, I may be living on father's old boat, comma, in parentheses, once again, do not be alarmed. But like many things in life and love itself, I am trying to be adaptable, as you have taught me so long ago. We have built a lot together. I do not mean to see it destroyed by my own hands. I would much rather we destroy it together so where we are both equally to blame. In all seriousness, please keep my ruse up, as love is a very delicate, fickle, balancing act. And I'm sure through my many hasty decisions and acts, I will find true love by the month's end.
Can I? Sorry, continue.
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Can I send a response? Like,
fair. Go ahead.
Okay.
And while you do, I'm just gonna go message Simon to see how Simon is doing.
Okay. All you get back is, I'm very alarmed.
A message from Hattie. Thank you. Here, have a shilling.
I am very alarmed. Some advice, brother. Relationships are best founded on openness and honesty. Just from experience.
Just look at this Brazelton, please.
But do as you will. I will do my best not to ruin it for you. But again, openness and honesty. Love, Hattie.
That can't be right. Look at a bookshelf full of romance novels. You are my guides.
Oh
no. Now I will note that Simon will be here shortly, so that we may then get your letter in as
it's actually a weather interlude, but it involves one of the characters under Simon. It involves Anselm, whom I know is controlled by Yutsai, but I know it's Simon's character.
Yeah, please.
So I don't know who.
In which case you actually have to just ask Yutsai.
Oh, wonderful. So you know how we were having rumor time, and we were like, oh, there was some paperwork slipped into the thing, and we're like, that sounds like something Anselm would totally
That
do.
is something you recommended when I was making that rumor up.
So we said that was like maybe a thing because he was that kind of person. It's been well established.
They are that kind of person.
Yes, they are that kind of person. It's been well established. And you know who's been hanging out with Anselm? Little Jennifer Chumley.
I see.
And you know
Go
who
on.
Jennifer Chumley was tutored by for a little while?
Old daddy cakes.
Old daddy cakes. And he instilled some
Good
life
strong
lessons
yes.
into young Jenny, and Anselm combined other lessons into young Jenny. And so, with your permission, I would like a stormy weather interlude in which Jenny finds out about the sale of the Chumley estate, Papa's estate, Grandpapa's estate, the family estate, and kills him.
Killing one of my characters while irrevocably changing one of my other characters. Well, not my character, but someone related to me.
Yes.
Oh, that is going to happen. Well,
it's going to cost up some resolve tokens, but she has 6.
Yes.
Right.
We'll have to ask Simon if he'll take a resolve token for that.
Which is why I was like, I figured she can give one to Yutsai, she can give one to Simon, but that's what I would like for Jennifer to do with a stormy weather interlude, is she finds out about this and takes all of the life lessons she's learned.
Like, personally,
and
as the person who played Anselm, I like it. Like, it does encapsulate kind of like Jenny's
I think
growth
Simon
in this
might like it as well.
melting pot of like different identities and lessons. Also, Anselm just seems like that kind of person who has meddled so much and gone away with so much that he doesn't.
There's going to be a point when they can't escape anymore.
They can't get away with it forever, and even worse.
And they forget that their young protege.
It's like an
is directly connected. Yeah.
I just asked Simon in chat, and I said, Simon, do you take a resolve token to have Anselm murdered? Simon's response is, what? How? Just asking. Simon's on his way,
Just answer the question. No. But yeah, personally, I'm okay with it. But we should probably wait for Simon. Yeah, since
we'll wait for Simon then. I have the scene. We just need to get. I'll pitch it to him. I think.
Yeah. I like it. I just was like, murder. I just, by the way, audience, I'm just letting you know what Simon says, so you can have it. Let's just say bye, Jennifer. He's like, but what about Jennifer? And I was like, bye, Jennifer.
Bye, Jennifer.
And he's like, wait, WTF? He's like, sure.
Great. Thanks.
I mean, when do I not say yes? Great. Okay, give us this weather interlude. I want to see it. Give it to me.
Okay, so it's a stark and stormy night in the streets of London. Jenny and Anselm have been traveling along all sorts of cities, really, all around England. Some on the coast, some more inland, but they're in London right now. Because Anselm needed to conduct a business deal with someone named Reka. Reka Chandra. Jenny recognized that name because it's a name that her aunt and her father have mentioned before, seeing as they grew up together, and was like, interesting. And Anselm was showing her the works. They were pointing out, like, oh, this is, back in the day, I skimmed some paperwork in, so I own the Chumley estate, and I'm going to sell it to Reka and get so much money out of it. And she said, oh, how interesting. And the fires of revenge that had been embers in her heart were stoked. And so, as she waited, he went out, conducted the business deal, came. Of course, it was done in cash, because I have a feeling that that's how Anselm operates. He seems like that kind of guy. Well, they seem like that kind of person. And she waits for them to get back. Has some tea ready for him. They come on, dripping wet. Sets this heavy suitcase down with the money in it. It's probably like a duffel bag, actually. It's like, another scheme well done. Haven't you learned a lot? And she says, yes. Yes, I have learned so much from you. I made some tea so we could celebrate. And they're like, oh, thank you. sip some tea. They don't feel very well. And as they fall out of their chair and hit the floor, Jenny stands over and goes, I think you'll forget. My grandpapa was a chumley. My papa was not a chumley, but it might as well be. And that is what I am. You did not just screw over some people in Bardensville. You messed with my family. And so, thank you for everything you've taught me. But I'm going to be taking this now. And the light goes from Anselm's eyes, and Jenny takes the money, puts it with her stuff, takes the paperwork, changes the name. Say, Jennifer. You don't see the last name she writes. And then goes, ah! Oh no! Help! Help! He's very sick! And then the scene pulls out. Rain still falling on the window panes of this cheap motel that they're in. People rush in, but it's too late for Anselm.
Oh no.
And Jenny has the money from the sale of the Chumley estate. And purpose, I think, to perhaps go back to Barden's Mill.
Uh-oh. Love it.
No old man is safe. None.
None. Little Jenny.
No old person survives long in our game.
French assassin. He was pretty old too, so I think it was important to kill him. You know, I mean, he was old.
Yeah. I mean, 46, but
old enough.
Old enough. Look, they were playing a dangerous game, and it caught up with them.
Who's dead?
Anselm.
Okay.
Poisoned by
him.
Jennifer. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
She learned a lot from Grandpapa Chumley and Anselm. They both were like, "Don't let people screw you over." And here's different methods of dealing with it.
Yeah.
And then Anselm screws him. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So now she used the money from the Chumley estate sale and is heading back to Barden's Mill.
Nice. Oh my.
And so I gave Simon a resolve token for killing his character.
Dead, murdered. Just a little bit of murder. That's all.
I wonder who taught her how to poison tea.
Weird question, isn't it?
It is.
Tea poisoning. That's happened before.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So interesting.
So, Simon says he's on his way here, so I think we should take our break. And then maybe when we come back, we will have our Simon, and we can
all right. Let me
move to our
I still love his reaction as we messaged him, "Hey, you mind if we kill Anselm?"
What? How? What? Capital letters.
What about Jennifer? I'm like, well, it's because of Jennifer. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break, and we will be right back. Get hydrated, get some snacks, and we will see you soon. And we're back from break, and we have a Simon, like I promised. So yes, Trooper, how are you? Did you have a nice break?
Oh, I did. I just tormented the players. I mean, chatted with everybody. It was great. So, Simon, how did your reputation go last time around? I wanted to ask. Did you get a positive or a negative reputation tag? I wanted to know.
Do we also count the time skip in that?
Yes.
Then I would have a positive reputation for once.
Oh yeah, because the time skip isn't an upkeep. Yeah. Yes.
So I would have a positive reputation. I would like responsible.
Very good.
I did the right thing.
Yes,
I married Violet, and I took care, or I took charge of my crimes, or whatever you want to.
But hold on, though. Hold on. That's not what the tag says. The tag says, acted in obedience of society's conventions despite considerable hardship in doing so. And I do not feel like marrying her was a considerable hardship. Or if you do act in service of your duty and morality in a way that compromises your desires. And I do not think that compromised your desires either.
This is her baby.
No, that all went in the same. Okay. Has anything else happened?
You did agree to go into military service. That can be a.
But he hasn't done it yet.
Oh, that's true.
No, but I have agreed. When agreeing to
And you're
act
going
in
through
the service of duty,
you're prepping your training and things and getting your stuff together.
I will say you can have it now or you can have it later. One of the two.
you know what? I'll have it now because then I can play with it later.
All right. And what tag? You said responsible?
Yeah, but I might change it to like something along the lines of like do what's expected, or I don't know exactly how I could phrase that.
Noble responsibility.
Responsible.
There's nothing noble about murdering a bunch
no,
of
no,
angry
no, no, no.
peasants.
Oh, there's
But it's
everything
your
noble.
responsibility
It's a very
as a
noble thing to do.
noble.
It's a
It's-
very noble thing to do is to murder peasants. So are you kidding? That's why the peasants didn't like them very much.
Sure.
Very
I'll go
noble.
with
Or,
noble responsibility because I can play on those words too.
Yes. I think noblesse oblige, right? That's the
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
I just picture myself kicking a farmer into the dirt, going like, I have to. I'm a noble.
That's what I do.
Noblesse oblige. But then that would bring me to like that third positive.
You get a thing.
You secure a personal invitation up from So I think you get your positive reputation tag. Absolutely. Do you get a negative one?
I'm already counted as pretentious and a rake. Oh yes. No, I need to have another negative. I need to have a negative one.
Why?
Because I cannot believe that everyone agrees with the judge's decision.
No, but did you act in contravention of society's conventions or on desire in a way that compromised your duty or morality?
I have
Or acted
in
in an uncouth, low class, or vulgar manner?
I punched an old guy to death.
Yeah,
but
that
not
was
in
before.
in this cycle.
Mhm.
Oh fuck yeah, because that was at the end of the. No,
I don't think
I
you
don't
did.
think I've done.
I don't think
I haven't done anything negative this time.
Nope.
Your first non-negative.
Right? You
Yeah.
didn't. I was like, I don't think you did. Which means you may now get a positive reputation condition.
Ooh,
Yeah, what does
that's
that mean?
exciting.
You have one of two options.
What's your
Because you
new
have
money?
3. New arrival.
New arrival.
No, I'm new money now.
Oh, your new
Yeah.
money now.
No, wait,
Yeah.
I'm new. Oh shit, what is it? The role is new arrival, but
Yes.
the other one is new money.
New money. Yes. So new
Okay.
arrival, you can choose one of these two, one of the two. Unexpected connection or quite indebted. Unexpected connection means a famous, wealthy, or aristocratic connection you made abroad arrives in town. Create them as a connection. While this condition is active, you remain their favorite. Or quite indebted. Choose a connection. Until this condition is erased, this connection is in your debt for good deeds you performed while away.
Oh, I have an idea. My unexpected connection is that
Mhm.
in reality, Anselm is filthy rich and he's going to show up.
Oh, he's
Oh
dead.
no, that's right. You murdered him.
Yes. So sorry.
Little problem there.
Oops.
He's dead.
I'll tell you why. You'll know exactly why once we tell you what rumors happened and scandals.
Oh,
That's very
I
exciting.
have one.
You do some
but-
traveling.
Can it just not happen just yet?
Absolutely.
Because the way it's written is written in the past, but it would be I want the general to be indebted to me because of something that I will do.
Okay.
So I know that we don't have we have an antagonistic relationship, but I would like it if yes, the antagonism
Mhm.
remains,
Mhm.
but at the same time, he's forced to acknowledge something I did.
Okay. Good and well done. It is done. That said, you are not off of the hook just yet. You have your rumors and scandal. I will tell you what has been added. Hattie was a sharpshooter assassin for Napoleon, maybe on a mission.
What?
I mean, did you know she was so good at shooting and she was living in France for a long time and she married into a local noble?
What the
And
fuck,
you know, she was-
peasants?
And it had to do with the fact that you two had chemistry on stage that one time, and you're also French, and you also married a noble. There's a big conspiracy going on.
Yeah,
with the
we're
French are
afraid there's a
taking over
conspiracy
town.
going on right now, actually. Also, we have heard that Lord Gilles is hunting prisoners for sport. And also, maybe he's a vampire hunter. Also, there might be something wrong with the wee babe Brazelton, because that one never, ever cries.
God damn it.
That was mine.
Also, I have spread the rumors that Hattie will lose everything, and that that there are skeletons found in the mind, trapped in there, and maybe murdered,
And
then dumped.
Oh.
So, my friend, you have
the rumor
two.
that the fortune that Jennifer Cholmondeley will never reach
Yes.
adulthood was also spread.
Yes, that Jennifer Cholmondeley will never reach adulthood. That was also spread.
But that was
Yes.
spread. That was spread like a couple of.
It wasn't spread before. It was fading.
Yeah, it was fading, but I spread it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I will also note, unless you spread them, the following rumors will leave.
Yeah,
The
I have
reason-
them here. The ones that are
Crossed out.
crossed out. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you want to avoid having to repeat all of them.
Yes, please. So tell me.
Except the top one. That one was actually just used rather than fading.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes, it was, which means I should put that down below.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, you may you have two. Boy, where was you?
Mm, I think I know my first rumor.
What you should tell us then.
So I have this cousin, yeah.
Yeah.
He works out of. Oh fuck! What's the name of that? South of the English Channel. Congratulations,
Calais?
Simons. Is it Calais
I
in
think
France?
so. I feel like it is, but I might be a liar.
No, it's Calais. Yeah, it's Calais. So I have this cousin, yeah. He
Oh,
works in
yeah.
Calais.
Yeah.
Do you remember that little Chumley lass, yeah?
Oh,
That
yeah.
disappeared?
We think she might be an assassin as well.
Or dead.
Or dead.
What? Well, my cousin saw someone exactly like her. She
Oh,
was selling matches.
what?
Yeah. So she was selling matches on the corner of a street. Yeah. Or
In
do we
France?
still in France? And
Sounds like an
You-
sales scheme.
she recognized her because there's this man that came about and he just backhanded slapped her so
No.
hard that her wig fell off. And he, he gave me the description of the woman, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, and it wasn't. Well, he didn't know of him, but I recognized young Jennifer.
Ooh.
I would know that last from a
No.
brief description at most. I would, because I've been fancying the girl for a while.
Ooh,
I mean, I know she's above my station and she's like
well, also
half
you have
my
to-
age, but
you have to watch out for that sort of a thing, because Timothy fell in love and stabbed somebody in the middle of a trial. So you have to these
Tackled.
Tackle,
I mean,
tackle.
love's gonna make you do weird things,
Apparently,
one day you're just trying to hug and cuddle, and the next you're just pimp slapping her on the corner of a street in France.
oh, was slapped in disguise
Well, slapped so hard her disguise fell off.
so hard.
Boy, so I don't think she will be taken away. I think she ran out willingly,
Ooh.
and now she's regretting it.
Ooh.
I had that rumor since last week, so
So you're
fuck
saying
off
that
with the
she-
whole Anselm is dead now.
So you're saying that she might be back then?
Oh, I can't wait to tell you about how that happened.
Well, I don't know what happened. I just know that she's nearby. I mean, if you count, the other side of the channel being nearby.
Ooh, worrisome. All right. Well, you get a second one. You can either
I know.
make one or spread one.
Yeah, make one or spread one. That's how it
Sounds
goes. It smells very dirty. I thought that this whole time.
I have to think. I've had like 1 flagon and a half of whiskey tonight.
Well, that's what happens. That's what happens. Yeah,
We
you
do
show up.
that every night. Whole
Mhm.
flagon
Yeah,
and a half of whiskey.
Yeah, I think you the four of you are pretending. Well, tonight I was actually the one drinking.
Well,
Uh,
but I had a Canada Dry. It's Canadian.
I also have half a Canada Dry in this.
Oh, nice. I don't know if it's
The-
actually Canadian, but
The other half's
It's the most
Jameson.
Canadian one.
oh, nice. So again, I
Um,
don't know if this is. I actually don't know if this Canada Dry is Canadian or if it's not Canadian at all.
But his
No,
is
I
very
think
Canadian.
I think it is.
Oh, nice.
because
it
it's in Canada.
Oh, that's right.
Fair.
All
I
right.
could just go grab the box and look, but and lo and behold, it's made like somewhere in Maine.
You're right. Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Right, so,
Um,
so tell me what you
yeah.
got there.
Wait,
make
I
one or
have
spread
one, but
one.
I have one that's stupid. So let me just think about something.
You're fine.
You're fine.
I think there's some pretty good ones that could be spread, or you could make some new ones that we could
Yeah,
spread around later.
That's what I'm looking at. I like the Hattie thing, but I don't know just how bad I want Hattie to suddenly become a sharpshooter assassin.
She's already a very good shot, but doesn't mean it's true. It just means people believe it, and it can be used.
Oh. Oh wait, no, I know.
Do you?
Do you know? What you
Oh,
know?
I know. I know, don't you know? This again, my accent's fucking up.
Sorry.
It's okay, I
It's
went
about-
Australian a little bit earlier.
It's about Hattie Chumley.
Oh, what about her?
What about her? Yeah, go on.
Well, if one of you, I don't know which one spread that rumor originally, but okay. So you said earlier that she might have been a spy, right?
Well, she's a
my-
really good shot.
My cousin saw her shooting the other day.
What if she's the one that killed old Lord? Shit, what was it?
Chumley?
Brasselton.
Which one? We had a lot of old lords.
We
being
had a lot of
murdered.
Rafferty.
Rafferty.
Oh,
Yeah, you
Rafferty.
go.
Rafferty?
We didn't.
But he was killed by a
Couldn't-
punch. There's no gunshot wounds.
As far as we know.
Mm.
Dark magic.
Yeah. What if she lined up her shot at the same time as young Roland punched him?
Oh,
Oh.
she is highly trained.
She
That
would
could be
have already.
possible.
The rumor is basically she would have already been bagging bodies.
It's true.
You know, if the bullet went right up the nose, it wouldn't leave a mark.
Nobody
I know,
be able
right?
to
You-
tell.
Yeah, punch him under the chin, and then you know what we should do? We should go back to the graveyard
Back to
and
the
unearth this
graveyard,
Dig up the
body.
body.
I'm
for
on
both of us.
probation. I can't. But I wish you all good luck.
Oh, come on.
I mean, just a little bit of digging up a bodies wouldn't hurt.
Huh.
And
It's not even a
Alright, you
crime.
convinced me. I'll get me shovel.
it'll only be a problem if we get caught. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Would you like to spread or add a new one there?
It would be spreading.
Love it. You now are a sharpshooting assassin, or at least everybody in town believes it. And I'm going to get rid of these faded rumors now, if you don't mind. Now, just to put you on the spot a little bit more, I want to let you know that you've got your epistolary coming up for you. And you should know that there was an invitation sent to your
yes.
house.
Oh, yes.
Yes, to Lord Chumley, Papa Chumley, sent to your house, inviting you to a dinner at your old estate that is no longer owned by you because a woman named Rekha Chandra has bought that estate, and it's now hers. She recently kicked out the previous dwellers. That would be your friend.
Lord Chumley.
Yeah, good old Charles kicked out of his home because this woman bought it, and she's invited everybody to come to a dinner at her place, including Lord Chumley. That will be, well, not Lord because he's not a Lord, Mr. Chumley. That will be you.
Wait, I don't.
Well,
The
What?
Chumley house was
So-
sold. Here, this will also
Yes.
give you some backstory as to why himself.
But how come?
So the
Hmm.
Chumley house was there was a rumor that Violet had given the troupe of actors.
Yeah. So
information.
yeah.
Someone used that rumor and said that someone in that troupe of actors slipped in some paperwork at the last minute that got signed. And we said, who would do something like that? Sneaky Anselm would do something like that. And so she bought, this Reka bought the house from actors, aka Anselm. And is kicked out the inhabitants, which she didn't know was Charles, but thought it was Mr. Chumley. Which is why a letter to the Chumley house was sent here, which Violet is very confused about. Is going to ask you questions. And also, because who was hanging out with Anselm at the time of that sale? Jennifer Chumley. Jennifer, having learned
did not take kindly
many things from good old Grandpapa Chumley and Anselm, realized that as Anselm was like, look, this is how you screw over people. You slip in some paperwork, you slip in some documents. Said, oh, fascinating. So you, and slipped in some paperwork of her own. And when he came back from the sale of the Chumley estate, she poisoned his tea because the coals, the embers of hatred and revenge in her heart had been stoked. Because how dare Anselm go against Grandpapa and her father in such a manner? And that's not his money. No, nor was it his estate. That's her money and estate, her family's. And so she poisoned him and took it and is heading back to Barton's Mill. So that's how Anselm died. They got too caught up in their schemes, and it eventually caught up with them in the form of their protege, Jennifer. And Grandpapa Chum. He taught her how to poison tea.
He did.
Can we also fill in Simon about the other things that have happened?
Oh, like what?
I mean, Patty has a big one, so.
No,
that.
I think that one would be fine. She's shaking her head no, so I think.
Yeah. Let's find out. So yes, you have an invitation as.
So now Miss Rake is inviting us all to dinner.
A grand
but
dinner.
that's the dinner that I'm supposed to be there.
Yes.
As Lord Chumley.
Mr. Chumley.
In disguise. Oh, sorry, Mr. Chumley.
Yes.
He's our Lord. Yes.
This is very odd for Lady Brazelton to go without her husband, Lord Brazelton, but I guess someone needed to watch the baby or something.
Yes.
Yeah, Lord Brazelton is very progressive for his time.
Or he's training. You know, he's got some military
training for the war. Not here as Mr. Chumley in disguise.
Let me ask you if you have it's your epistolary before we go to dinner. Do you have a letter, a diary entry, a nightmare or a dream, or weather interlude, or would you like to pay a resolve token to receive a letter?
No, but I have a letter to send.
Oh, please. Ooh. I'm ready.
Who to?
My dear Violet. Not too long ago, you have shown me the letter forcing me to go to war on behalf of a crown that I do not believe in, nor do I harbor any love for. But as a member of the gentry and one who has sworn to do everything for you, I will go to the front and I will go I will go bear witness to the ravages of war firsthand. I might not make it back, hence this letter. I want you to know that up until today, or up until I first laid eyes of it. Yeah, up until today's scratched off. Up until the first time I laid eyes on you back in Paris, my life meant nothing. I was but a raft, adrift on a vengeful and violent ocean. Just made to eventually crash and sink. And your face, your magnificent eyes, your lovely voice, your figure was the first ray of sunshine in the tempest that was my life. I apologize. I am not so good with words tonight. And in fact, I've even forgotten my accent completely. That's how good you are. You have made me a British citizen. Now that I know that I must go back into the carnage and chaos of battle, I fear I may not see those magnificent eyes, that delicate figure, and that enchanting voice. I will cling to my memory of you and know that should I not come home, you would have been the only thing on my mind as I lay bleeding on the battlefield. Yours forever, in parenthesis, and in the afterlife, Roland. Robin.
Now I must ask, do you have a second? Because everyone
Oh,
gets
God
two.
damn it.
Everyone gets two.
Second epistolary. Oh, shit.
Letter, weather interlude, dream, nightmare,
Receive
token to
a letter.
receive a letter.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have a letter to send.
I love it.
Oh.
I have a joke letter and I have a serious letter.
Please note, Charles has been kicked out of his house. Just letting you know.
No, my serious letter is for Charles.
Mm.
So y'all will never know what the joke letter was.
Oh.
Um,
Was it to Hattie?
yep.
Nice.
Charles. My friend. My once partner in crime. Though not in actual crime, alleged crime. My brother.
Hypothetical crime.
Yeah. My brother. I have to leave for what the British consider the front in this revolt that is happening across the country. You know me. I am a lover, not a fighter. My chances of making it back are slim. I might not see Barton Mill again, nor might I see the wall or the tree that is supposed to be on Simon's backdrop, but he forgot to get his green screen out. Can I ask you one favor? For the sake of our friendship and what we once had. Violet is not aware of this yet. And I hope to tell her when the time is right. I want you to be little Justinian's godfather. And my favor to you is if I was to never come back, please watch over Violet for me. And P.S. I wish things hadn't soured that much between us, between then and now. I really enjoyed our talk the other day. I hope we can do that again in the future. Roll on.
With those letters lingering in the air, it is the night of the dinner. Everyone who is anyone has been invited. And I imagine this dinner is a week or two later, maybe 2 or 3 weeks later, very close to the coronation. Very close indeed, for no reason, just noting it. And the estate, I don't know where you all are yet. You can tell me when you get there, but the estate is lit up. And there's all of this activity, people coming in and out, and it's been made bright and fresh. And there is the smells of food, fresh bread, pheasant. There's been no expense spared to make this place a wonderful home and something fancy. There's a band playing, and at the ballroom inside
there's
the estate.
gonna be dancing.
Mm-hmm. And Rekha Chandra has made sure this place is ready for Mr. Chumley of the boat sinking Chumleys to see what she has done with his home that is now hers. And she's especially excited to see Charles, her good friend, so that they can talk about what she's done and what she has planned to do. And this is where she is at as the evening is going to begin. And I would like to know where each of you all are to, what do you all do? I'll give you that moment before your montage, or getting prepared for dinner montage.
What do you mean you're not going with me as Lord Brazelton to the dinner party?
I should have told you before, I guess.
Told me what?
Ah,
Does this have something to do with why we received an invitation at this residence for a Mr. Chumley, who's dead?
well, you know how good I am at playing dead people.
You're not impersonating Mr. Chumley, are you? What would Charles and Hattie think?
No, it was actually a request from Charles.
I'm sorry. Charles wants you to play his dead dad at this dinner. Why?
So I can antagonize some Indian person from India.
This Miss Rekha, who's hosting the event?
Yes. She seeks
Why?
to buy the...
Is it because she bought the estate?
Oh, she bought the... No, I wasn't aware of that.
I heard rumors.
Well, then, perhaps
Charles
that
has
also
been living
has
on
to
a
do with
boat.
it. Oh, for real? Oh, that isn't that great. Boats are
just
full of
stayed
rats.
They
He
are.
could have. Did you not invite him?
I couldn't really easily do that when he was away on a boat and I didn't know where for the longest time until recently.
Well, perhaps we can use the opportunity tonight to invite him into the guest wing.
Yes, perhaps that would be good.
Because we're that rich. We have a guest wing. Not a
We
guest
do. We do. I mean, it's right there. Very nice.
You don't have to point it to me, honey. I know where it is.
Yes. Suppose you'd
And also
antagonize
the
this
maps
woman.
I've had laid
Should
out all
I
over the map.
antagonize this woman as well, then?
I think it's just because she wants to buy the company off of the old man Chumley.
And doesn't he run the company now? Why wouldn't he just negotiate with her?
It seems complicated.
In
All I
what
know is that I
way?
have to wear a wig.
A wig?
Yes, and play a role. Until such time as she probably tries to punch me in the face.
Well, as long as she doesn't kill you when she punches you in the face, I think we'll be
I don't think
alright.
she will. I think I'm going to wear a breastplate under my
I
waistcoat.
recommend it, yes. You know, if you're going to be Mr. Chumley at this dinner and I can't attend this wonderful social function that's not hosted by the Jills or the Altringhams, then
No, weren't you invited?
I do, but I hate going to the Jills estate.
No, that makes sense.
I thought we were going to have a fun time, dance on the ballroom floor.
Oh,
No, I just was looking forward to going to this party. Yes.
How would you like to go as a maid?
I do not think that would be the best idea.
Why? I mean, you roleplay as a maid quite well in... I mean, you can...
Well, it's not because I'm afraid of my role-playing abilities. It's more like it would seem very socially rude if I, Lady Brastleton, did not attend the newcomer's first event in town.
Yes, no, I have to admit. Well, flights of fancy aside.
All right. Well, I suppose we will just... Perhaps you can pretend to die at some point during the function, and then you can reappear as my darling dashing husband. It's be late.
I think I can. I know how to make an entrance.
You most certainly do, my dear. Well, if you're going to go as Mr. Chumley, let's get you looking... Well, I'll help you with your wig.
Good.
While that's
Back to you.
happening, I think Leslie goes, "Darling,
Yes, dearest.
I've received a sort of a somewhat... Well, I would never... I think it's important to be honest and open and never sort of lie in a relationship.
Of course.
I mean, sort of deception and lying is never good for a relationship at all. So I
Never.
would never do such a thing. Like faking my death or something like that.
Of
Seems
course
like
not.
not the thing to do. So I thought I should tell you. Just when you think you're out, they bring you back in. I've been given a bit of a... Well, I had a strange visit. I had a very pleasant visit with the general, and that was very nice. But earlier today, well, I got a visit from someone working for the crown, not the general, someone else entirely. And he told me that there was a threat to the crown, and that I should be tasked with taking care of the threat.
Okay. I think like Hattie's in the middle of like getting her hair done, kind of thing.
It was when we were in London. I was yes, when we were in London, I was approached. Well, I don't feel like I should say, but it was Lord Liverpool, the Prime Minister, approached me, and he said that there was a danger, serious danger, to the stability of our great empire, and it's quite unstable, and that, well, as a...
Yes, it is indeed.
That
we're alone in this room, right? It's just us. Okay.
Yeah.
And
he's like getting ready, and he's like, he's helping you get dressed, because there's so many things on an outfit,
So many things.
So many.
I thought it was a joke, honestly. I thought that someone was pulling my leg or getting some
don't
kind
know what
of...
the target is. There's some sort of unfortunate...
I believe it might be me.
Oh dear.
Or our sons.
Come now. You're no threat to the Empire.
Hold one moment. And I'm gonna go into I'm gonna go into... She has like a super secret like hideaway in her closet kind of thing. And I'm gonna pull out that invitation. and present that to him. Like I said, I think it might be a joke.
Dear, what is this?
It seems I was invited to the king's coronation, by his supposed illegal wife.
Dear, why is your last name written here as Fitzherbert?
I don't know. I haven't actually, like I said, I thought it was a joke. I haven't. You see, the rumor around London is that our dear King George was illegally married to a woman in 1785, a Catholic woman, which just so happens to be the year I was born.
Yes, but your father's was Charles Chumley.
That's what I always believed. But I don't have any memories of my mother, and my father, Charles Chumley, when he did die just recently.
Yes, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No, believe me, I do not wish that sight upon anyone. His last words were, "What have you done? You've ruined everything."
Well, he was mad, wasn't he?
He was, but he had a letter in his possession. I don't know who it's from. It was not signed, but essentially it was stating, "Oh, Hattie didn't die in that shipwreck. She's alive in Barden's Mill." And I don't remember the exact contents. Charles has that letter, but well, like I said, I thought it was a joke, but the pieces are kind of coming together, and
Hattie.
I don't want to say. I can't say it out loud. I can't.
My dearest, if what you're saying is true, or accurate in some way, you're talking about you perhaps being, well, having heirs to the empire.
Again, I thought it was a joke. Like, there's no possible way.
Well, I haven't been given my mission yet, and if I would never lose you.
Well,
I will defy the king and crown.
Dearest, for the sake of our boys, I don't think you will have a choice in the matter.
Oh, well, there's always a choice. And I choose you and the boys.
Thank you, but
no, don't give me that face or that tone.
I just nothing has happened, right? I don't intend to actually go to the coronation, so because I feel like that would paint a big target on my face.
Yes.
Perhaps if we don't do anything, if I show no desire, no nothing, no suspicion of any of this, perhaps they will see that I'm not actually a threat, because I don't want any of that.
Dearest, the problem is not if you want it, but if
I know.
people want to use you as a figurehead.
Well, no one knows, right? Because I feel like that would have happened already.
Well,
if they did.
The problem is I was approached by Lord Liverpool, saying that he'd heard things and that he had to just confirm, and once he confirmed, he would give me a target. I was, after all, quite a good sniper in the war.
Yes.
Not as good as you.
Not anyone can be as good as I can.
No.
No. Perhaps we put this aside for the night. It's been a while since we've been to any kind of gathering like this.
Yes.
We will not solve this problem tonight, that's for sure. So
no. But I will tell you what. I was told I'd be receiving confirmation soon of who it was who threatens the Empire, that I should challenge to a duel.
Well,
dispatch.
to be fair, not to, like make a joke of the situation, but if we were to duel, I think we know who would come out victorious.
Well, I might. I mean, it depends on who chooses the weapon. I might choose
That's fair.
Tickles.
Again, let's just put this aside for now. I for the sake of my sanity, I think we
Right.
just need to put this aside for now.
All right. And he kisses each of your fingertips.
I love him so much.
And that is what's happening in the Altrincham estate. Charles?
En route in carriage, looking over documents, having finally had some time to dig through what my father had been working on. Yes, I have a lot of problems in my life, but this has been sitting in the background. It's time to address it.
Oh, I'm so excited. And am I correct that you have brought those documents with you to this dinner?
Well, on worst case scenario, I can just leave them with Hattie. But yes, I don't have a lot of space and I don't have a lot of time, so.
Ooh, sounds like there's something very interesting in those documents. How
Perhaps.
exciting. So, who arrives first?
Jennifer Chumley. No.
She's probably lurking. I'm just saying.
I
would not
think-
be surprised.
I think Old Man Chumley should be there from the onset.
Okay.
Because,
Right on
it's
time.
technically...
Yeah.
No, even earlier, because it's he's not
Mhm.
necessarily the host, but he's like host adjacent, I guess.
Yeah.
Former
And I
owner.
want to make sure we
Former
go through...
owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, let's just make sure, Charles and I have time to go through the any
Amazing.
last minute additions or what have you. Yeah.
So do you meet with Charles before
Holy shit.
earlier?
I think I would meet Charles earlier that afternoon
Okay.
Mhm.
and then get there.
Please, I give it to you two. So again, people are coming from outside of Barden Mill. There are
Oh, no.
carriages
It's not just
arriving.
a local thing.
It's not just a local thing.
Oh, Mr.
Um,
Chumley. This is a terrible plot.
So all sorts of people are arriving. It's the tavern is full. There are carriages at various estates. It's all quite the event. And somewhere in Barden Mill, Charles and Roland are discussing.
Probably my house, honestly. It's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
I know about it now.
Roland, good to see you. Sorry, I just got off the carriage, so it's been quite a journey.
Charles.
Big hug. Big hug.
And sorry, I have to say the character. Charles, my boy.
Okay, now it's weird. But
It's been a life and a half.
right, but remember, Charles Way, no relation to Chumley Senior in this scenario.
That's technically true, though.
Oh, is that right? That's right. Let me do that again. Who the fuck are you, young man?
A young upcoming businessman here to knock you off your rocker, old man.
Sort of upstart trying to disturb the old established order, I guess.
You are doing a great job, Roland. Now listen, tonight is just about appearances, and frankly, all you have to do is honestly just not die.
Who are you to give me instructions in that tone, boy?
Roland, and a bunch of memories of when they were kind of like a thing, and they're like, oh, I remember why I get annoyed with you sometimes.
You don't get it. I'm a character actor.
Right.
It's
well,
just what my character would say.
don't you use that excuse with me, young man. Look, all you have to do is just be obstinate, be the patriarch of the Chumley estate, get in people's faces, be unlikable, which I know for you might be a challenge, but all you have to do is exist as this bulwark that we can focus on.
And all you have to do is shut up.
Right.
Does that work?
Yes, no, that was quite good. A bit of a turn of phrase.
You should keep bloody quiet.
Well, it's very, very old timely me of you. So,
Are you two
don't-
practicing for the thing tonight?
Oh, hello, Violet. Yes, just going through some last minute notes.
Yes, I have questions. Are you trying
Who
to
is this
antagonize this
half-naked
woman?
man?
He's just going to bed. He won't be a problem anymore. It's fine. Just ignore the half naked man.
Bye, Leslie.
Just Leslie getting ready for the event. Am I to? I know you want Roland. I mean, Mr. Chumley here to antagonize. Do you wish me to antagonize as well? What's your goal here, Charles? I'm very confused.
Well, the goal is eventually to fall in love with a wonderful woman, and I
Oh.
feel like yes, this
You fancy this lady?
in a way. She's very nice. She's very
And she
clever.
has your estate now.
Some things have developed in an odd
Why don't
pattern.
you just marry her, and then you'll have the estate back?
Well, it's not just simply walking up to her, expressing how I feel, and asking her out to dinner. I mean, what kind of plan is that?
That's actually fairly.
No,
That's how Roland did it when we
That's not-
first met.
No, that's not how the books portray it at all. I need to
Wait,
start out
I'm sorry, which
grand.
books?
I need to unite us at a front. My father had my late father had a wonderful collection of romance novels that lined
I
the walls
see.
of his old office.
You do know that most of those are fiction, correct?
Right, but like the theory remains very
No.
very true.
So you think Don Quixote is very true?
Well, no, but like
It's a work of
not-
fiction.
No, the theory behind Don Quixote, like searching out the vow there's some truth to the tale, just as
Don Quixote is a fiction book mocking fiction books.
Right.
Yes. Romance novels are fiction books mocking romance.
No, I don't think that's how it works. They're
all right.
wonderfully.
Well, thank you for letting me know your intentions. I'll see what I can do. And I should walk off towards the party.
So now a scene that I think would work out very well is in one of my favorite novels, 50 Shades of a Slightly Lighter Black. So if we could, and I pull out a tome and flip to a bookmark earmarked page and start going over lines.
How many thumbs does this person have?
Well,
Counting
no,
on the lines here, there was like 5. Insider hoo-ha.
like I said, the theory. We focus on the theory of the romance novel.
There's no theory in there. There's just lack of basic math.
I smack roll on. It's like, come on, stop messing around.
Also, Charles, you don't need that many thumbs inside a woman. I can show you things.
What? No. Look, I like the saucy bits, but that's for like later. But no, it's the patter back and forth. The conversation is what I have earmarked these page for.
Ah.
This is gonna be so
So you read the smut for the conversation.
Yes, I read it for the plot.
the plot.
Please, viewers, let it known that this excuse dates back from 1826. Quotes Charles Way. I read it
Well,
for the plot.
I read it for the plot. So yes, that is they are prepping together. Just kind of, and the basic thought pattern is he doesn't want you to do anything drastic. He just wants you to be memorable as this obstinate old man.
Mhm.
So
And the
Reika
guy.
has something to focus her intent on, even if you disappear into the background, which you probably will because you can't be two people at the same time.
No, but basically, you want me to just leave an impression as someone that she's going to hate.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can do just that.
Reappear as Lord President. Everything will be fine. No one will be the wiser.
Oh, what do you think Roland has in mind right now? Charles, the door to your dining room, are they revolving?
Yes.
Good.
You can do a transformation, like rip off, like
Absolutely.
like a
A little,
snaps suit. Shoot.
just a little. What's Mrs. Doubtfire?
There's gonna be an ascot tied underneath the ascot that's tied two different ways. You just
Yes.
take off the one ascot,
my
take off
rip
the wig.
away ascot.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. So let me paint this picture. It is the estate has got food. There are a number of people there working, including some people who are new, some people who are old. There are, oh gosh, of course, Faith Jills is there.
Of course.
Of course. I imagine her brother is also there.
Of course.
Of course. Everyone who's anyone in Barden Mill is there, but also people from outside Barden Mill have also arrived. Interestingly enough, there's an interesting sort of mix of folks. Clearly, there's some people who may not have been invited by her, but are clearly important and are here. From London, there are people from London who are here. There's some military people here. All sorts of that. There are people from clearly part of her business. She does not have aristocracy, but there's a number of people like who are from India and from around this sort of in here as well. It's a fairly sort of densely packed group. There's like a lot of people. You could like sneak in and out, or all sorts of things could happen in this place.
Oh, Jennifer is totally in a maid's uniform right now.
Oh, I imagine. I imagine if on some
She's
weren't
learned
dead.
from Anselm.
Yes,
She's just gonna have 6 different hats tonight
She
before the
does.
night's
She's-
done.
6 different hats, and I imagine at some point in time, there's perhaps a Jennifer who's planning evil things. There might be other people planning evil things. And as people are sort of moving in all these spaces, people are announced as you each arrive. This is an important question for later. Each one of you arrives. Let's start with the Altringhams. No, let's start right outside the door. And as you're all arriving, in slightly different moments, a man calls out, Lord Altringham. And he goes, oh, excuse me, dear, pardon me. And you're still in that carriageway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes off and you can see him speaking to somebody who is in a suit, and they're having a slight discussion. And the discussion seems to be a little bit intense.
Sounds like they found out who it was.
And then he comes back. I imagine at this point in time, Violet is not too far.
No. She's ahead of the other.
And he says, my dear, I've been told some terrible news.
Oh?
Apparently, there is someone who is here in Barden Mill in hiding, who is the illegitimate daughter of the king, going under a false name.
Oh,
Yes.
that is concerning.
I have been given the name of this person, their original name. I've been told that there was some sort of... This person's death was faked some time ago.
Okay.
Was told that this person was... died in a ship accident, ship run by Mr. Charles Chumley. Her name was on the manifest of those who died. And apparently, people have discovered that she is not dead after all. And therefore, poses quite a threat, and I am to eliminate this threat and report back.
I see.
Yes. So we should probably go in and have ourselves announced.
And she's just kind of giving Leslie a look like, is that really the best idea right now?
He says we should take advantage of this moment. There are a lot of people here at this party, I've been told, from London who are watching, who are waiting to see who's announced and how.
I see.
So who is announced and how will have quite an important impact on what will happen going forward.
All right.
My dearest, they are looking for a Harriet. Someone should be announced that way. I would ask it not be you.
We can't ask anyone else to take that.
But it can't be you.
Leslie,
Dearest,
it has to be me.
it doesn't have to be you.
So what, we live with that on our heads for the rest of our lives? That we let some other woman take that fall?
Can I just call you Victoria Altringham for tonight?
All right.
Most of these people that don't even know us, a lot of out-of-towners, they won't know. I mean, Lord Gills will know and all of them, but if nobody asks him...
Yes, and it could be my middle name. No, we don't discuss that.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Let me, I do see Violet over there. Let me go speak with her momentarily.
Yes, yes.
And I'm gonna go over and I'll like take Violet's arm.
Hey, darling.
Yes, hi, good evening.
Yes?
There's something I should tell you.
Is it about Charles?
No. Should I be concerned about Charles? The last letter I received from him was very concerning.
Oh, he's deeply infatuated with this woman who owns the Chumley estate now. Rika.
Who you gave business lessons to when she was younger. Had it.
Oh, I did. Okay. Oh,
She
I
doesn't
do
know that you're a
remember
Chumley either, because neither one of you two have used the last name Chumley, so she just thought
No.
that she was getting business lessons from you. She
Great.
did not know.
Roland is going to play Mr. Chumley this evening. Charles has read too many romance novels, so who let him read romance novels? He thinks that he needs to go on some convoluted plots. So I figured if I'll get to Miss Reka first, I could tell him a rumor that I heard that Charles fancies her. That will get the idea going, so that perhaps when she finds out his terrible scheme, she will still fancy him.
Right. Okay.
Just figured you should know if you hadn't known already.
Do they not realize that everyone knows my father's dead? Like,
yes. You know,
Lords.
They seem to be having so much fun. You know?
I'm not going to get involved. I've got too much going.
I think Roland plans on faking your father's fake death and coming back as Roland during the party anyways. I know, but he's going off to join the army. I wanted to give him one last hurrah before he had to leave.
All right.
I couldn't deny him this role.
I will not be involved in any of this, so
I
they
did
asked for my
try to
help.
warn them
there's
about
no.
perhaps honesty and not listening to things romance novels, but I don't think either of them listened.
Yes,
you wanted to tell me something.
Yes,
Not related to that mess.
No, speaking of honesty, I'm gonna pull her aside.
Yes. Women gossip, we do that all the time.
Yeah, just so I know we're not being overheard, and I will explain the situation and why I'm being introduced as Victoria tonight.
Do you explain the whole situation, just that you're being introduced as Victoria?
No, the whole situation.
You think you might be?
I don't know. All I got was this invitation, and then there was that letter from my father.
In a crown.
And I don't want a crown. I don't want that. No.
To be very clear, people here think that one of y'all is secretly
Yes.
Harriet. Yes, one of you has been baby switched or
Yeah.
somehow lied about.
Yeah.
And there are multiple people, and probably it could be anyone here.
Except
be.
not the men, probably.
No.
Probably not the men.
I will do my best to let Mr. Chumley and Mr. Way know if you do
Yes,
not
and-
intercept them first.
And I don't want. I just want to live my life with my husband and my children. I don't
That is fair. I do
don't
not
wanna-
fault you.
crown. I don't want to be the face of an uprising. I don't want that. I like
Well, then the best
The
thing you do
king
is to let
well
no
enough.
one know.
exactly. So just
No one
don't
can
be
figure out who it
surprised.
is.
no.
What do we do? Right?
My only
All right,
concern is
Victoria.
that yes, Victoria. My only concern is that someone who knows me, like Lord Gilles or Lord or Faith, might say something that's not my real name. So that's. But I can't tell
Mayhaps
them.
try to avoid them as much as
Yes.
possible this evening.
Yes, but if somebody talks to them and asks questions,
Thankfully, this is a formal event, so most people should be referring to us by our last names.
yes,
Miss Altringham
yes.
and Mrs. Brastleton and Lady
Yes,
Brastleton. So, Lady
it should
Altringham
be fine.
should be fine.
But I just needed to warn you because you're my best friend and
I appreciate
this is
that.
going
Vicky?
on. So
Tori? I like Tori.
Tori's great. I do like that. Okay,
Right.
shall we? Would you like to go in before Leslie and I or after?
Yes, that way I can intercept Mr. Gilles if something or someone. I'll look at the crowd when you get in.
All right, perfect.
I'll go in first.
You step up to the valet who will announce you. Let me ask you a question. What name do you give to the valet to announce the entire room of people? Because it's a little bit of, it's the line. There are people milling out because they're waiting for their announcement. And as they walk in, you can hear the person ahead of you. Lady Faith Gilles, Baroness of Hexham. Right, and she walks in. Miss, that's sort of like, sort of noted, and she walks in, and then you can see there's Lord Gilles gives, I imagine you give a name, our good Lord Gilles.
Yes, it would be Lord Gilles. What's his first name? Shit.
Edmund. Lord Edmund
Edmund,
Gilles.
Lord Edmund Gilles, High Sheriff of Bardens, Hexhamshire.
Yes,
Or-
yes.
oh, yes,
Mm,
yes. And he gives like
And
three
your
other
unnamed
titles.
wife.
Yeah, unnamed wife. Yeah.
It's like, who is she? Yes.
Yeah.
He's married, and she's like there,
Yeah.
That sounds right.
I don't think he even really knows her name. Like,
Aw.
This is what I was trying to avoid.
In the
that's-
show, they
that's-
wouldn't bother putting a face on the character art.
Yeah.
I
She'd be
wonder what her
off screen.
first name is, though. What her first name
Interesting.
is.
Yeah. I have a question.
Yes.
Would it have been common to be like, I know nowadays sometimes a married couple will be introduced as like
Oh,
Mr. and Mrs. Leslie
Yes.
Altringham.
Oh,
Yes.
I think that's
clever.
how we should introduce us.
Yes, that way it's
Mhm.
not proudly announced that people realize it's not a.
Mhm.
Clever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Lord and Lady.
I believe our Brazelton said she is coming in first.
Yes,
that
Countess Violet Brastleton.
Before you do, let me note something, because I said I have a goal for this
Oh,
party,
yes.
which we will actually get into the big meat
Yes,
of it.
I think I have an idea of what
next time.
your goal might be, yes.
You have a negative tag called suspicious.
I do.
I would like
Yes.
to invoke your negative tag, suspicious.
Uh-huh.
I would like, and we can discuss this. I would
Certainly.
like, remember the answer is yes and yes but or no. I would like there to be a bit of a mix-up, and your suspicious is meaning that you might seem to people who might be in the crowd watching to be this mysterious hidden heir.
Well, I am showing up without my husband,
Mm-hmm.
Lord Brastleton.
Mm-hmm.
So I think suspicious, because they don't know who it is.
But I
They're
think
just
people might
looking
suspect
for-
you.
I think they're looking for odd behaviors. Yes,
Mhm,
perhaps
mhm.
peculiarities. Showing
Mhm.
up without one's husband as a lady
Mhm.
of a area might be
Mhm.
suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
So yes,
Yeah, so I will say
and
if
that
you
would
will
take some
this,
heat off of Hattie. So I think I will do this. Yes.
so that there are going to be people who think that perhaps you
Might
are
be Harriet Brazelton, yes.
the Harriet. And so,
But I
so
give
the ba-
I give all my titles. All of them. Countess Violet Brazelton, I'm sure there's a couple of things to follow in
Mhm.
there, yes.
And the valet nods, and sort of like, and is clearly sort of distracted by something that's happening. Then goes, announcing, of course, Lady Harriet because he saw Harriet behind, and like it's like, Lady Harriet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Violet.
Just start
So
over.
sorry. Yes, I'm so sorry. Lady, announcing Lady, and people heard
Countess.
that. Lady Violet Brazelton, Countess of Barden Mill, Protector of Hexhamshire, the Conservator of the Devil's Water, and
Yes,
the
Conservator of the Devil's Water. That's my favorite title.
Yes. So like it announces, and as this is announced, there's just like there are some people who note that apparently your name might actually be Harriet.
Violet is she doesn't think about it at first. She's more just like, how dare you get my title wrong? This is my town. Like, and then she's like, well, so take some heat off of Hattie. I'm willing to overlook this mistake, and I will nobly stride in and mingle with. I'm sure I'd recognize some people right off the bat.
Oh, yes,
go
of
mingle
course.
with them.
Yes. Lord and Lady Leslie Altringham, Captain of the Royal Blues Dragoons, and philanthropist Lady Altringham, and you are announced in.
Way less sus, because I'm sus. Ha 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 ha.
Which one of you comes next, my two?
I will, so I can see how bad of an idea it is when Simon gets here, or Roland gets here. Yes, I request to be announced as Charles Way, CEO of the Chariot Trading Company.
Yes.
And I'd like to establish that while the Chumley estate has been taken and sold off and such, that
you still have your mom's estate.
right.
Yes,
Well,
the
your
small
sister's
house.
mom's.
All the
Yeah.
work I've done in the background for like business and
Well,
such and such.
your
with-
sister's mom's estate.
Yeah.
It's a
We don't
confusing
know.
family.
We gotta look at who originally owned that. That might give us some answers.
I'm using the fortune. Hattie and Charles will rebrand the company and create their own empire. So
Yes.
I am taking the first part of my name and the last part of Harriet's name.
Yeah.
So
Chariot.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Chariot Trading Company. It's like as the Greek filigree with like the
Yes.
Which was super in at the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
and it is a new trading company. Land-based trading, not ocean-based.
'Cause
we-
chariots.
we may extend.
Yes.
Poseidon had a chariot probably. And yeah, so
You can
a little-
absolutely
a little-
cross off that rumor. It is yours. You have it.
yes,
Beautiful.
It
It's a
gives me an
beautiful
air of
rumor.
importance. I have have resources to work with, and
Mhm.
very much doing my own thing and not a Chumley.
Yes.
Mhm. Announcing Mr. Charles Way, CEO of Chariot Trading Company. And you are ushered in. Our fourth. Sir, how would you wish to be announced?
I'm sorry. I'm just anticipating this.
Wait, young man, you do not know who I am?
I must ask everyone how they wish to be announced, sir.
You should know my name. And I speak loud enough for
Oh,
everyone to hear.
yeah, yeah.
I am Barton Mills.
Oh, sir, and how would you like to be announced, sir?
I just like backhand like hit him on the
Yeah.
chest with my hand, and I like, Lord Chumley, you
Mr. Chumley.
Oh, it's Mr.
Well,
sorry.
he was the Lord, yes.
He was
He was old, buddy.
Mr. Chumley, you uncouth, uneducated swine.
It was Is that, I'm so sorry, is that just Mr. Chumley, or are you Mr. Chumley the first, the second?
Mr. Chumley the First, Esquire. Do
Eighth.
I need to...
The eighth.
Oh, the 8th. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
These are things that, Charles would
You've
have gone
prepped,
through.
you prepped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Esquire, because you need to add Esquire because we're in Great Britain and you can add Esquire to anyone's name.
Yep.
I don't remember when the tradition started, but I think it was already in...
I think mostly like, yes, it's all about like, I have a lot of money, and or,
Yep.
I'm a lawyer. I'm announcing Mr. Charles Chumley the Eighth, Esquire, head of Chumley Trading Company.
Wow, we don't need to spell everything out for you.
And of course, with that, people turn their heads to look at this Chumley. Imagine you've got the ring.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
the I have the ring. I have the, well, Simon has a ring. but-
Yes.
Mhm.
And you move in as well. Now, there's
Oh
some
yeah, and
milling
I
about.
move in like I own the place, even though I
Yes.
don't anymore.
Yes. Ever.
And there are people watching everyone. And there's a lot of discussion. And I will say, Charles, not Papa Chumley, fake Papa Chumley, but Charles, where are you standing right now?
I probably would have gravitated towards someone I knew, so depending on, it would probably either be Hattie or Reika if I had seen her.
I am
not
trying to
visible
get
just yet.
an introduction to Reika as soon as possible. I'm going to the most affluent people that I know here to be like, "So have you met the host? I have not yet." Because, I want to try to head off Charles to be like, "I heard Mr. Way fancies you and that he's going to be here at this party." To try to
And
get a...
she is not visible. She's not made her entrance
Oh.
just yet.
Then I would have gravitated towards Hattie and Leslie.
Because I imagine she's waiting for her grand entrance.
Oh, probably.
There's a grand stairwell. That's going to happen at some point. Charles,
Mhm.
a maid comes up to you, who may be Jennifer, I don't know, comes up to you and taps on you.
Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Way?
Oh, yes.
It's Jennifer.
I don't know. Could you come with me? There's something that you have to look at, if you do not mind.
Could I burn a positive tag to make sure that the staff here are people who I grew up with and would probably not screw me over immediately?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm thinking either selfless or pillar of the community would fit
Pillar of the
here.
community.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to see that you were able to keep your job.
Oh, yes, sir. But if you'd come this way, I've got something.
Of course. I follow immediately.
Oh, wait,
without
Charles, one moment. And before he leaves my side, I'm like, brother, please do not call me by my name tonight. Just Lady Aldringham. Please.
Not even your nickname?
No, not even that tonight. I will explain all later, but for now, Lady Aldringham.
If you care about my life, do not call me by my name.
Charles can see in like an unusual
panic.
degree of like worry and seriousness. It's like, all right there, Miss Altringham.
Thank you.
Loud and clear.
Right. And then I'll go back to Leslie.
Who is clearly on edge and wanting to see what is going on.
Yeah.
Charles, you were brought back to your old office. And in your old office is Reika. And she is dressed in red silks and with gold. She's dressed in a dress that is Regency, but clearly also Indian, right? It's sort of like a mix of the two cultures.
Right.
Mhm.
And you can see that she is sort of pacing a little bit. And the minute you come in and the maid leaves, and it's a little bit inappropriate for you to both be in this room without a chaperone, but she turns to you. Oh, Charles, I'm so glad you're here. I have been wanting to see you. I wanted to get things set up. We don't have a lot of time before I have to make my entrance, but I need to tell you something. It's very important.
Of course. What's going on?
First off, it's delightful to see you. I don't think I'd be able to do what I'm going to do tonight if I didn't know you'd be here.
That's a bit. What's the word I'm looking for? Sounds a bit about risky maneuver, and you remember what my sister taught us about risky maneuvers, at least in business.
Yes. Charles, you may not know this, but this house that I've purchased, quite cheap. I listen to your sister quite a lot. This estate belongs to a man named Charles Chumley, and he is here at this party tonight. I was able to buy this house out from under him because he, for all his greatness as a businessman, apparently, he's not always good with the fine print. I have spent quite some time trading and getting enough money so that I could make my move. And I want you to know what I'm going to do, because I think you'd understand. You're not like all of these people here. You understand what it's like to not always fit in and to have to fight for everything, to earn everything on your own, not have it all handed to you.
Dramatic irony,
I must tell you about this man, the reason why I'm here. Because I'm going to do something perhaps a bit rash, and I don't want you to be surprised.
Well, as long as you're not planning on killing the man. And laugh nervously.
Charles, I never told you what happened to my parents.
Were they on that boat? Oh, no.
Out of character, who's your daddy?
Oh, yeah. My father was the navigator for the ship.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Roland! Better fake your death before she can kill you. Heart attack.
I'm so sorry, Roland.
Oh, there was a ship. It was part of his trading fleet, and it went from here to Calcutta back. And my father was an expert navigator and somebody very trusted. And my father was amazing and wonderful. And this one day, he decided to. They were sailing back. It was an important voyage. And this ship, the Hope was its name. It sunk, and my father died.
That's terrible.
Yes, but there's more to it. My mother, in her sorrow and grief, died wasted away not long afterwards. And I was left alone, which brought me. You knew me because I was trying to find something. The man who did this, Charles Chumley, he was imprisoned, and because, as it turned out, he did this on purpose. He sunk the ship for insurance. My father's life was nothing but money to him. He killed my father, that Chumley, and all of their rotten money. I learned as much as I could about business from your sister, and I appreciate all that you've done. You two have been really the only people I could trust here. In England, you've always been honest with me, and I always knew that I could trust you. And so I'm trusting you with this knowledge of this family, this hated Chumley family, and all that has wrought from them. It's everything that is evil in this world. I've been in connection with some people who've been investigating it. It turns out it was rumored that he died in prison years ago, but That isn't true. Someone cashed out the money of those insurance policies, the policies of my father. And someone took a lot of money, and it was definitely him. And there had been rumors that he had been seen here in Barden Mill, and I checked, and indeed his company was still going under that name, just continuing on wreaking all of the funds from the death of my father and who knows how many countless people. And it turns out that this house, well, it's now mine. And this Chumley, who it turns out was not dead after all, but in hiding, which I was able to figure out because of this insurance, hiding in this town that has been sheltering him all this time. And I'm going to destroy him, as he destroyed my father and my mother.
That sounds like you're going to kill him.
I'm going to challenge him to a duel.
It's good that we put that breastplate.
So,
This was supposed to be a fun thing. It's like a lighthearted rom-commy thing.
oh, but I know what your secret desire is.
Yeah.
I know your short-term desire. I know what it is.
I know.
I know what it is.
I know too.
So
Which makes this very unfortunate that I have to do this then.
Charles, I want you to know that I know I can trust you and count on you. I know it's not proper for a lady to go and challenge someone to a duel, but I
Are
have
we
to do
in
so.
my office or my dad's office?
In your office.
Is the
because your
giant
dad's
hole
office
in
is
the wall
upstairs.
still there?
It is.
Hmm.
So, oh no, I imagined you would have patched it up.
Yeah.
So, Charles, I want you to know that I'm going to challenge him to a duel tonight. And I hope that you'll stand by me at least. Because I
The
can't
romance
love
books
anything
didn't
that
prepare me for this.
I can't
Didn't
I
they?
can't love
Didn't-
anything that is related to that
Good.
family. But Charles, I must say this, and I hope I'm not too bold. But I feel I must say this because I don't know what will happen tonight. Although I cannot love anything that happened to that family, I do love you.
It's a good thing you're not a Chumley and that you're a Brastleton, right, bud?
Yeah, I know. I just have to live a lie.
So,
Wait, is it a lie or is it just the long uncovered truth?
50 Shades Paler didn't prepare me for this.
all right, please, wish me
Reka?
luck. Yes.
Sit down a moment. I have, unfortunately, a very sad tale to share.
All right.
I'm going to burn Selfless because this is going completely against what I want as a character. And honestly, probably what a normal person would do. But effectively, it doesn't have to make her have a good opinion of me, but it does make her have to stay to listen to the whole story and know that it is what I'm telling her is at least feasible.
Well, before we do that, I have to say we have to go. We're going to leave it on that cliffhanger.
Oh,
And next week will be
at this
the
party.
full ball at the
Ooh.
party.
You can't do this to me.
Oh, I can do this to you.
No.
And I'm just gonna note this as we're here because I'm gonna tell you what, there are gonna be a lot of tags being burned right now.
You already
As-
burned my suspicious one.
Oh yeah, but there's more. Right now, at this moment, as Reka is sitting, looking beautiful, in red and gold, waiting to see what you have to say, and maybe you will burn that Selfless. Maybe somebody else will burn another tag.
No, I had
maybe for all we
dibs.
know.
No, I'm kidding.
Dibs.
Dibs.
We will see what
We
happens.
do follow the rule of dibs.
And also, while that's happening, we're going to about ready to see what happens there. In the main ballroom, in this main moment where people are all drinking sherry, because that's what you do at this time period.
Oh.
You just drink all the time.
Sherry and cordials.
Sherry and cordials. That's a lot happening. A suspicious man pulls Leslie aside to give him some information about his mission.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at Violet.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
And there are people looking at Mr. Chumley, who apparently has faked his death more than once, and there are people.
It's time to
who
fake it
want
one last time.
I swear I thought you'd be safe.
How
I swear
did you
this wasn't
think-
supposed to happen.
How did you think he'd be safe?
And Charles, this woman tells you that she loves you.
Aw.
Yes. And this is where we're going to end with this cliffhanger. With some. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, Jennifer, what are you doing right now?
Oh, but you see, I am a maid, and I am trying to identify Miss Reika, who bought this house for my family. And also, but I do notice that someone is calling himself Mr. Chumley. He is not my papa. I think we need to have a conversation.
You're gonna
Nope,
be a
we
busy
don't.
man, Roland.
So there are maybe a couple of assassins, perhaps, in the room. There are a couple of perhaps some radical revolutionaries in the room. There might be some people who want to destabilize the government in the room. Who knows? There's some dramatics, but this is where we're going to end it, because next week, which is our penultimate episode, we're going to have to finish this dinner and ball. And there might be dancing and maybe assassin dancing. We don't know.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Oh, that is cool.
All right. Is there a question you want me to ask everyone, Trooper, in our outros?
Yes. Who's the first person on your dance card?
Oh yeah, because you had to write it all out in advance. Who's the first person on your dance card? All right then. Let's all go around. Let's say who we are, where we can find you, and who is the first person on your dance card, and what were your favorite moments from?
What?
Just so nice.
Can we start with Charles? Papa Charles first.
Oh, Grandpapa.
Papa Charles Roland first. Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
Roland. Simon. How are you tonight? How was tonight?
Hi.
Sorry I killed Ansel, but I'm not sorry.
No, please kill the people that want Roland dead. I mean, that's the best. No,
I fucked up.
Simon. I'm Simon at Wandering DM. That was late today, but also my throat's acting up again. Hopefully that's gonna be
COVID.
solved soon. So who's first on Papa Chumley's dance card? No one. That's who. No one gets to dance with me.
What about after you fake Papa Chumley's death and come back as Roland through the revolving door?
Well,
No,
that's
you
if he's
just
not
wait.
murdered.
You just wait a minute. No one puts their hand on this masterpiece of a body.
Uh-oh, he can't
But
break
you're
character again.
70,000 years old, Papa Chumley.
Yes, and you think that I want anybody's germs on my perfectly well preserved leathery skin? Screw all of you. I'll be at the bar.
That is fair. That is fair.
But if I'm not Papa Chumley, then Roland's first name on his dancing card is of course Violet. Roland's second name on the dancing card is of course Violet.
Which it's pretty scandalous to dance two songs
That's pretty
in a row.
scandalous.
And
But, you know, we're
just
married,
for
so it's okay.
kicks, Roland's third name is going to be Hattie,
But Lady Altrincham.
Lady Altrincham. And
Mhm.
and you know what? I've already begun the spiral of being indecent, so my fourth is going to be Charles.
Ooh.
Oh.
And then my fifth is going to be whoever Roland picks up from the crowd.
I'm so excited.
Me
When
and
can we
my
find you
husband.
next?
Oh shit, yeah, where can you find me? What day are we? We're Wednesday. So tomorrow I'm producing Hill Horror Country over on Wandering DM. If you want to catch up with the group, this is the second half of the campaign, the last 3 episodes starting next week, starting tomorrow, I should say. There's a lot of weird shit going on. Mist that throws bricks at people and sludge and stuff, and the dead are coming back to life, or they might be clones. We don't know. It's
Dead
weird.
clones?
And in this game, Yutsai actually plays the cranky old man, not me.
Oh, you have to give love to somebody. That's the other thing you have to do.
Oh my
It
god, I have to
hurts.
give love to someone like tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All of you for whatever it is you did to Anselm before I got here.
It's just a little poisoning.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was Lindy's mastermind.
Yeah, it was like, ooh. Because I saw like Jenny has all these points. She should spend some of them. And she did. Someone who has points and spent them to learn very important things regarding their health and well-being would be Nugatosaurus. Lady Altringham, how are you this evening?
I am definitely not Harriet tonight. It's fine. I'm great. I'm Nugatosaurus. My dance card obviously would be my husband. I mean, of course, love of my life. He would defy the crown for me, apparently. So that's important in a husband, you know. Good match there.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I don't know. Whomever probably would ask her. I have to give my love to Simon tonight for both of his letters. The first one to Violet, which broke my friggin' heart. And then the second one to Charles, which broke my heart even more because, like, you're asking your ex-lover to be your son's, like, godparent and to look after your current partner. Like, oh my God, like, ugh, I love it. I'm here for it. You can find me here on Mondays and Tuesdays playing in our various Dungeons and Dragons games, as well as obviously on Wednesday nights and the occasional Saturday when we play Aliens. Starting next week, you can find me specifically on Tuesday nights on this channel running a Stargate TTRPG game. We'll do our first 2 episodes next week and the week after. We'll take a break for a little bit, and then I think we're going to come back and do the rest of the campaign. It'll be about 14 plus episodes. I don't think it should be more than 14. But yeah, so if you like sci-fi and you're okay with a relatively newbie GM, come check that out.
Wonderful. You know who else you should come check out? Charles Way, Yutsai. How are you?
Hey everyone, I'm Yutsai. I'm Charles Way. You can find me at TSAISU on Twitter. I will be in the Hill Country Horror that Simon is helping run tomorrow, tech stuff, but I'll be playing a cranky old man. So if you want to see me just get set in my ways, to come on by. Also, my dance card for Charles. First, of course, Hattie, because what the fuck was with that like cryptic message right when I got there? And also, he's kind of shy and wants to put off dancing with Reka before the drop of information that we all just got. Then he would put down Leslie since he's still shy and he doesn't want Leslie to feel left out.
Thank you.
Yes. Then he's not sure how long Roland is going to be his dad, so he would probably go with Violet to apologize about dragging Roland into this mess, and then he would leave Reka for the last, like, if you have time. I mean, also, just showing some love. Trooper, amazing. Nasty twists today. I mean, some of them I had an inkling of, but some just came out of left field. And yeah, a few theories were confirmed. Some opened infinitely more questions. And what I thought would be a nice little rom-com situation has devolved into a giant train wreck. So,
oh, this is the best rom-com. This is the part where the couple has the trouble, right?
Yes. No consequences. I should be able to lie and get away scot-free.
Nice.
You saw what happened to Roland when he tried that, right?
Yeah, he's doing great. Married the love of his life.
It's
Noble.
true. It's true.
Yeah, there wasn't that almost died in a trial thing. Yeah.
No.
Romance books are manuals for finding true love in life, audience. Just pick up 50 Shades Paler off your shelf.
Yep.
Flip through it.
Yep.
Midnight reading. Take notes. Pull out your highlighter. And
Oh no.
And again, passionate storms here at the party. And love. Give your love. Oh, yes, got that. And then the dance
You're
card.
interrupting him. Let him finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, that was it. I think I covered everything.
Okay.
Yeah, great time tonight.
Right.
Very sad it's ending like in 2 sessions.
I know.
Are we going to get another like loop in, or are we ending depending on how long the scene
It
goes
depends. We're in the second half of this cycle. I think we're going to start the next cycle. I think we're going to be able to get a big time skip and get that last half cycle in is what I think.
All
Which
right.
I'm very excited about because I feel like we're going to be able to go through this moment and then we can skip and we can talk about how long. Maybe it's 10 years even. I don't know. And then we find out where we are.
Oh yeah, and also props to Lindy for turning my beloved daughter into a murderer.
Look.
That was Anselm's fault. Also
Gotta-
her grandfather's.
Yeah, she gotta do what she gotta do. You know.
Yeah.
Family.
Somebody stole her house.
Yeah. not cool. Speaking of someone who stole someone's house, Trooper, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Hey, my dance card has, let's see, my dance card has someone who wants to eliminate the threat to the crown is like one of my dances. And that might be a dance with Violet or Harriet. Who knows? Also, I have on my dance card a duel, a challenge to accuse someone of being dishonorable, and that being Papa Chumley, who's really Roland in disguise. So that's also my dance card. Also in my dance card is going to be a challenge between letting go versus control on the part of our dear Charles. I feel like some heart versus duty is going to be going on with our dear Violet. Charity versus family, my friends, with our dear Harriet. A little bit of ambition versus greed. We'll see how that might be able to play out with all of that. And that's on my dance card. I want to give love to all of my players' faces when various things have dropped. There was a lot of face excitement going on when things have dropped. And also dramatic. Yeah, all of you gave me some faces, and I'm very happy for it. That's what I want to give my love to. You can find me. Okay, so on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on my channel, I'm gonna murder Lindy.
No, I'm gonna murder you.
No, well, I feel like I'm gonna murder you.
No, you.
It's a showdown. We're doing a one-shot on Friday called Showdown. 2 people will enter, and only one will leave. One of us is wrong the other. Bad things have happened, and now someone's gonna die. I don't know what weapon she has. I don't know what weapon I have just yet. We're gonna work it out. I might have a chainsaw. I don't know. We're gonna go and do a little bit of murder of each other. A really cool story indie game, and we're doing that on Friday. And then Sunday is the season opener of Witcher Road's Home. And Simon is going to be the star. Simon is actually, so it's a solo session with just Simon. And
prepare to be disappointed.
It's the reverse, actually.
The reverse.
Simon's not going to be there, but we will.
Yeah, we'll get there. And then I feel like Monday will be Montreal by Night, GM'd by our wandering DM Simon, where my character got a messy critical and is going to be doing something to cause some negative consequences. And that's going to happen.
And I can tell you that while I was working today on Vampire, I got some mean fucking ideas for
Nice. That's me.
Wonderful, and I suppose that just leaves me, who's gonna kill Trooper on Friday. So my favorite parts, well, I should say Trooper's character. I would actually kill Trooper, even though I know where he lives. My favorite parts, I really enjoyed messaging the Discord, like, Simon, can we kill Anselm? He's like, but what about Violet? And I was, or what about Jennifer? And I was like, Jennifer is killing Anselm. And it was great. Just what, how? So, but said yes anyways, regardless, having no context, said yes, and I was like, sweet. So that was my favorite part, is murdering Anselm, and the looks on all y'all's faces, and I was like, yeah, Jenny's gonna do a heckin' murder. Because, she had all those points. She needed to use some of them. I also enjoyed Charles being like, yes, these romance novels are exactly the recipe to romance. This is how, I had a D&D character once who thought that was the case, and so read a bunch of romance. Yeah, Nugget knows. Nugget was there. It didn't go well. So I enjoyed seeing someone else bring that into a campaign. And just, the general finding out that Hattie's like a secret princess. That was very exciting. Yeah, let's just overthrow everything, make her the queen. Let's go. But yes, in my dance card, knowing that my husband is going to be showing up late, I think the first person on her dance card would probably be Charles.
Oh, not Edmund Gills?
No.
Okay.
It'd be more acceptable as a married woman to dance with her half-brother, which has been known in the town now, because it was said very loudly at court trial. So it'd be more appropriate, since her husband isn't there, to dance with her brother first. Half-brother, it's fine. And then after that, maybe Mr. Altringham, Lord Altringham, and then, maybe Lord Jules or something. And then my husband, when he arrives, as soon as he arrives, hopefully before Jules gets his dance, because I have to dance with all the important people.
Mm-hmm. You
I'm
do?
lady. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's hope nobody gets killed in the duel.
Well, we did state we took the precaution of putting on armor underneath his thing just in case. It's like, you know what? That's a great idea, and we did, and I'm so glad we did.
I thought you were being silly, and now I see the wisdom.
Look, he's faked his death / almost been sentenced to death enough times. He knows some precautions to take. Yes, and I loved the rumors. I think we have some interesting rumors going about. And I cannot wait till next week. But before that, now that's a whole 7 days from now, you can find me on Friday trying to kill Trooper's character while my character comes up victorious because it's a battle to the death, a duel, one could
You're
say.
going down, though.
A showdown.
Yeah, but...
Look, Trooper already left me to die once on his channel. It wouldn't surprise me if he did it again. In a cooperative game. Yes, in a cooperative game. So, you know, it wouldn't surprise me, but I'm going to try to kill him and walk away this time, rather than the other way around. And then on Sunday, you can find me on Praxagorth Thesmophoria's channel for the reboot of The Witcher, new season of Roads Home, and then on Monday night, you can find us here for our very exciting game of the new batch, Mondays in Alexandria, the new batch, where we opened a door to a farmstead, and there's a bunch of human bones on the floor, and there was hands that... We had hands that have crawled out of a lake, and it's very scary. But we're going to kill everything, so it'll be fine. Murder, hobo, our way to freedom. And then on Tuesday will be the first episode of Nuggetosaurus' Stargate campaign, which I'm very excited for. So tune in, and then on Wednesday, for more upon the Hexhamshire Moors. So thank you everyone so terribly much for watching, and for playing and facilitating. Until next time... Have fun and play games.
And have tea and
Tea and biscuits and crumpets and all the things.
Yes.